Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us as we kind of feel like we get the weekend started here. And we've got a great kickoff for you where we are going to see 3 hours of jewelry. How about all fantastic values? We got some new. We got some really cool new, I got to say. Wait till you see how we're going to start the show. And we're going to get you a lot of great values on even some returning favorites and classics. I will let you know the world famous, the 1/4-inch huggy hoops are here. They are some of the best value we do here, and they're great for gifting, for stacking, for layering, for all of that. So my earring lovers are in for a treat tonight, but we also have a gorgeous turquoise. It's a new design for us, but very, very limited, and it's very easy to wear. It gives you almost a little bit of a vintage kind of look, and since all we do is brand new jewelry, we don't do used or estate, it's a little more unusual and unique to see the vintage inspired pieces, and we're gonna have one for you tonight. Plus we also have, there is a beauty. It's an emerald cut. 6.5 carat. Take a look at this. You can see it from a distance. I know you can. That is a very important blue wing block D. We've been waiting on this museum reserve. You could call it, we reserved the reserve for you. For tonight, very excited to bring that out for you, and just tons of red flash, but also a really classic tailored mounting. So it doesn't need to be something that you need to need an oversized kind of look to enjoy. So you're going to see that, and then we even have diamond studs. So it's quite the earring night because we have those hoops, but we also have the diamond studs that are better. I think better than the classic studs because they're actually the great stud earrings that we surround with a halo. So it gives you a much bigger look. That would normally cost you tens of thousands of dollars to get, but it's going to be really affordable here tonight. They also make great gifting ideas as well because earrings are easy, right? No sizing needed. But we also have a lot to show you in the way of brand new one of a kind. So we're actually going to get started with something special. And of course, you always have to dial in if you're newer to our show, and we welcome dozens and dozens of brand new shoppers every single day. So just a reminder, if you're newer to us, we're a little different than everyone else. And I know that Shopping Network kind of gets sometimes a bit of a reputation for having tens of thousands of items, right? And you get that little ticker at the bottom that's counting down how many millions of shoppers there are. Well, we're a little bit different considering we deal in only the finest of the fine. We have a very, very high standard when it comes to our jewelry. So most everything you see is one of a kind. I will alert you to that, and always just again, forewarn you, best to be on the phone lines as soon as you see something you love. Because as jewelry lovers, we know instantly. Sometimes it feels faster than instant when we know we love something. So that's your cue to get on the phone lines and we'll help you out. So are you ready to see something that I'm not even sure we're going to fully present it? I just thought as we get this show started, and Tony gives us the big countdown, the 3, 2, 1, it's kind of like lights, camera, action. Take a look at this stone. That's kind of what I've dubbed this stone. What do you think of that? Isn't that cool? I just thought if there's any way to start a big Thursday night together, it's something like that we have honestly never seen the likes of before. And I know it's so difficult when we have hundreds of items a day. You know, we really do. We bring a lot of brand new every single day for you to really treat you to something. Well, to see something like this that you could never even, I don't think, imagine in your wildest gemstone dreams. Well, here they are. Here it is. And it's, of course, that really special cutting that gives this stone an electricity and a beautiful, beautiful light show that I don't think I've ever seen before. And it's ironic because I've seen this cut before. I've seen what's called the championship cut, but this is even different and just so beautiful. I mean, what do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? 112-4519. So if you're immediately just taken with this gem, because I'm a gal who likes sparkle, and I don't think I'm alone in that. I really like anything that sparkles. So the fact that my tourmaline, tourmaline, you may have thought zircon or diamond, right? Because it's got all that flash, but it's a super clean 13 karat 19 golden yellow. This isn't really orangey or brown. It's got a lot of that canary yellow brightness to it, but 46 points in diamonds on the sides. And is that not spectacular? Thanks to what we call championship concave cutting, but applied to an emerald cut outside perimeter stone. And I'm telling you, if you think that is some kind of fancy trick of the camera or the lens or some kind of Hollywood magic we got going on, it's all the stone. That is the delivery of great cutting with a beautiful stone, and it's a fancy cut. It's really that bright. I would call it like a canary yellow tourmaline, really. And then it's got, as you see it move to the side, you see there's a little bit of more golden on the outside, all different colors of these really, really pretty bright yellows. And that butter yellow is having a moment right now in fashion. But But gems we know are classic. You get what you love. It's always going to look just as beautiful as it does today as you wear it throughout the years. But 46 points in the diamond weight. In the white gold I love. I think it's a nice contrast to that stone, but almost like it feels like bright white lights coming through. So I love it in the white gold for that matter. I think that that really suits itself well. And here we are. Very, very special. I'm so excited for this one. And it's also going to be, well, you know what? If anybody loves it right off the bat, we can always give you a great value. I usually start with something more affordable. This is a little more high-end museum piece, as you might imagine, just the fact it's a 13 karat plus. But it also is, so I wanted to point out, there's concave cutting to the table faceting and what we call the championship cutting from the back. And boy, yeah, that's a championship, all right. Would win everything, right? Would give it the trophy now, right? Don't even play the games. Just give it the trophy, sign it up. It's the best of the best of the best of the best. Now, if it's doing all that, can you imagine what's going to happen as we move it around a little bit more on the hand? Here's what it looks like. See, it's just even more razzle dazzle stunner. I mean, that really is an important piece. So I just feel like it's Hollywood, right? It's just a magnificent stone. And to think tourmaline that's clean enough to give you all that dazzling light effect, very, very special. So how about owning what looks actually, I would say, even larger than, because of the elongation of the cutting? Can we just make it a value and send it on out to the first caller who says, like myself, if you're just going, I love that stone. I love that stone. I know I'm never going to see anything quite like it. I know I've been looking at jewelry for a long time. I know I'm not going to find anything else like that anywhere, no matter how much I spend. This is the chance to pick it up when it's supposed to be $69.99. Nothing wrong with that at all. Except that I want to start our Thursday off right. And when we have a lot of affordable on the way and then we have a lot of museum pieces, want to make sure that every piece, no matter what level it falls into, every piece has got to go. So this will be it, not $69.99. Get ready, come on in. If you'd like to own it, we can change it to the yellow gold or the rose gold, actually. I'm not saying it has to be in the white, but I tend to love it that way. I think it's a nice continuation of the white diamonds that are down the sides here, which you can see is a trapezoid type formation that is happening. But honestly, what is sparkling more here? I turn it so that you can see the diamonds, which are really good sized diamonds, but then it's almost like they don't even really hold up to what's happening within the tourmaline. Instead of $69.99, come on in, we're ready to help you. And this is going to be the moment to just go ahead and, well, it's the moment to shine for sure. As soon as this arrives, you're going to be wanting to wear this every day. Remember that tourmaline is a stone that you can wear every single day. How about a discount to start us off right? How about a great value so that if you love it, you can say yes and get it for your own and try it out and see what it's all about. And I know it's a different look than what we ever see. And isn't that what's fun about expanding the jewelry collection? Getting something you don't yet have, getting something nobody else has in the world. Take a look at it. It's not even going to be $69.99. I'll blow it out right now. And we will make this the greatest start of the show in some time, because it's not even half of this price, which would be $3,500. I don't see anything wrong with that on a 13 karat. I'm calculating the per carat, and that approximation means that's a great value as is. But we're going to take it lower, and somebody's going to own it. And again, it looks even larger. It's super elongated, but not complicated to wear at all. And we'll make sure it's sized for you to perfection, but it's going to be only $2,999 if you'd like it. And that is a one of a kind. And what a great and fun way to start the show, because I have diamonds. I have a big white diamond. I have a big yellow diamond actually too that is in a similar mounting to the pear shape we had last night that a lot of you missed out on. We've got that look in an oval today in a 1 karat yellow diamond that looks bigger. We've got the big tanzanite I mentioned. We have a sapphire. We have a collection grade ruby. We have the new turquoise. So much to get to, but nothing is going to be quite as bright and as stunning as that stone, I believe. So that's one only. We've got a great evil eye coming up next, which is in a necklace. So we'll have that coming up for you on the way if you want to get a little jump start. You've been looking for a sapphire evil eye piece. We've got that for you. And hi, Suzanne N. Thank you so much. Suzanne just wanted to let me know. And I did get your message, Suzanne, and lovely to hear that you got a tanzanite recently. She received it today. She says she's overwhelmed by its beauty. Oh, I'm so glad. And she said it's absolutely spectacular. So thank you so much, Suzanne. I appreciate you letting me know. And more importantly, I appreciate you shopping with me. So enjoy that tanzanite for many years to come. Let's get to our evil eye design, which is coming up next. And we'll see who's got this one. That is just one great collector's piece. We talk about a lot of great tourmalines here. We do not have a shortage of great tourmalines on this show. However, that stone is extra special. So if you'd like it, still hanging out here for one caller to pick up on. And then here we go with a really cool evil eye style. It's a full-on necklace, and this is just really simple and elegant, and it is going to be a piece that comes off the chain. So whereas a lot of the evil eyes I know we've done are stationary and set within the chain, so it's a full necklace, you can't just switch them out. What's great about this is that it's actually going to be two separate pieces of jewelry, and take a look, you're getting two of those bezel set diamonds right there in that chain that then you can use with other things. Here's your evil eye design. It's item number 1124473, and it will be the 12-point round blue sapphire in the bezel. That means it's wrapped in gold. Then you have the diamonds around that, which is going to be that eye design that we love. And of course, 13 points and stays in the white gold. So again, 12-point individual sapphire, 13 points total in the diamonds, and all in white gold with a great chance to, again, we're giving you the chain with the diamonds, but you don't have to leave it like that. So that's really important. Even if you wanted maybe two gifts in one, something to that effect, you got it going on. And then of course, here it is from a distance away. Let me just go ahead and get a look at it here. It's going to have, and I'll just center it up between those two diamonds because that's usually how folks like to wear it there, where you see one diamond on either side, but you can mix and match it as you like. Do want to point out there's adjustability to that chain. So you've got the lobster claw closure and the 16, 17, and 18-inch lengths that you choose from, but it's also going to be a really good wearable. I love that, you know, the idea is with this this theme, the evil eye is meant to, of course, fend off any negativity. So the idea is to wear something like this probably every day, right? You don't want to be without it. So that's really where I think you've got a wearable enough design here where it works for that. It's a 1/2 inch including the bail from top to bottom. And then let me show it to you on the neckline as well, so you can see it just from another viewpoint, just to see again that size reference there. So that's a pretty look. And of course, stackable and layerable as you want to wear it with other things, you certainly may. And we're going to take it back up close and give you a great discount. It's not going to be $1,000. Loving the way we're starting this show. Some really fun, cool pieces, and yet this could be a great gift idea as well. So something to think about, because again, no sizing needed on necklaces and earrings, so they make wonderful gifts to share with fellow jewelry lovers out there. But we're going to help you right now on this for better than even $9.99 or $8.88. Comes with the chain with those diamonds. That's really important as well. So love the idea that you can get really two pieces in one, and especially when it's $499 instead. So that certainly makes it affordable. And then get ready, that turquoise is coming up at the bottom of the hour. Do want to show you from the sides here, since just naturally holding it up, I blocked some of the diamonds, but just to show you how it does elevate up off the neckline a little bit. You've got that good size oval shaped bail, and then of course one more time, boy, that sapphire, even from a distance, even from the side profile, really glows that electric royal blue. So one only, $499. We'll see who's got it, and then we're going to be moving on. I have the really antithesis to this would be an opal that's actually going to be a huge stone, and it's one big opal. Let me show you this one, 1123054. We're going to stay with a similar color here in that it's blues, but look at this, the tonal aspect. It looks almost as if you're getting kind of a bird's eye view here of a really stunning ocean, right? Just with a little bit of that, you see the almost waves or the rippled effect of the pattern of the stone, but then there's a little bit of green that comes through. It's item number 3054, and that is an 11 by 17 millimeter oval. They're listing it as a freeform. It really is pretty oval, pretty standard. So that's the millimeter size. Unfortunately, I don't have a carat weight. But you know what? A lot of times opaque stones are just going to be listed by a dimension and a millimeter size, as you know. But when you see this on the hand and you see the length and you see the way it looks on the neckline, you're going to notice that this probably would be, remember how opals always look bigger than they weigh? But still, the size of this is so tremendous that it's probably going to be what I would imagine to be maybe a 6 or 7 carat opal on its own, natural through and through. And one more thing about this pendant, it's actually a higher end style pendant because it's actually got that enhancer bail. So it just means that bail will open up, it flips open in the back, and I'll show it on the hand here. So if you want to put it on some larger pieces, larger chains, maybe larger bead necklaces or pearls, you have that ability to do so thanks to that enhancer style. So it's a really nice piece. And of course, no diamonds on this one, which is really unusual for us, but something that I think a lot of us may be looking for. Just if you want something that still gives it a little casual feel, there it is at an inch and about 1.25 inches there, top to bottom. I'll put it on the neckline so you can see it there next, because that's a really important way to judge this stone. Of course, there it is with all that stunning color, and you can see in a little lower light, like where I'm standing, you really get a sense of more glow, more of the different tones of the blues, and then the greens coming through as well. We'll make it really affordable. It's going back on the wheel, and it's under $1,000. And remember, our tourmaline is still here, and so is the evil eye. So you got some ways to shop here, and then you see the curves and the beautiful fluid movement almost of the gold that's around it. That's all 14 karat yellow. That stays that way. And we're going to blow it out real quick. Not even $9.99. So this is a massive opal here. We're talking about, actually, it's technically Boulder opal, but of course that's still from Australia, just a different mine. So we're talking about, again, natural opal through and through. We do not offer doublets or triplets, which are those styles that usually have, again, those layers where it helps enhance the look of the opal, but that's not what we're doing here. This is natural through and through, so we are loving that. And of course, it is only going to be, you know what, take another huge discount. We'll make it $699 if you'd like it, and that is our 1-in-1 alone. And so bigger piece there, 1.25 inch top to bottom length, and yet that's all mostly opal there among it, and yet that is down to $699. So what an incredible value that is proving to be. And of course, only one there. And then don't forget about our evil eye necklace, chain, and pendant included with that $499 deal. And then of course this stunning golden tourmaline, which I'll probably wear throughout the night until it's gone, because that's my favorite stone of the night for sure. Thank you. Our opal piece is gone. And then don't think anyone is going to expect this coming, but I forewarn you, it's only the best Kunzite we've ever had on the show by far. In that stunning emerald cut, same mounting we saw with the tourmaline earlier, except this is the supreme, the queen gem of the parcel you're looking at. In an emerald cut, which is the toughest way to show saturation in a pleochroic stone. And yet, here it is. And it's 1124369. Is that impressive or what? That is a very, very special piece right there. 19 carats, 06 of truly the most saturated I have seen us bring. And there's no denying the way it looks from the very, very outside core of the stone all the way on into the center. What you're seeing is it intensifies. It goes from an orchid pink to even more blues and purples all the way to the very, very center middle. That's where it tends to be the most saturated level of the blue colors right there. And then, of course, boom, it does all that as well. So you see those incredible pinks that still come through. It's almost like a red flash in a tanzanite. You've got trichroism here. It's really called pleochroism, but here with the Afghan material, it's really about pinks, purples, and blues, which is very similar to what we see in our fabulous tanzanites. Here it is on the hand. Look at that trapezoid design. I mean, I'm wearing a pretty bright pink, and yet look at the comparison. I mean, just really, just truly, this makes it look pastel because this is so intense. And of course, that's the same mounting we saw earlier. There's that fabulous tourmaline that just lights up the way that does. So that one's here for under $3,000. And now a 19 karat 06 with the 46 points in diamonds on the side. And it is my best pleasure here to go ahead and give you a great discount on this one so you can literally own the best. I'm going to tell you right now, if I had my option of any Kunzite we've ever had, including the one I already own and have bought from TVON many years ago, it would be this stone that I would take. But that, of course, is the queen stone of the parcel. So it just means it does not get any better or any more saturated than what you are looking at and witnessing right now. So this is it. It is the way to go. And yet a huge opportunity for a discount to get you something special. By the way, I'll just point out, Jan, if you're out there, I know, Jan, we did bring out, I heard that maybe you were looking for a Congolese tourmaline ring. So we do have a blue-green tourmaline. Jan, whenever you're ready, I do have it here for you. And then we're gonna show those huggy hoops shortly, which I know so many of you have been asking us for. But this did start at $79.99, which, fantastic value. I mean, let's be honest. I know that's not our norm here, but $7,999 for a stone like that is almost 20 carats in size, that is a highly rare gem to own, and yet you are not spending anywhere near that. So I have a feeling, and it's a strong, strong feeling, that this one is going to be going very quickly. So please dial in early because we know value, and we know where we've had these in the past. And we know where they typically go. And we know what happens when you get a 15 karat. Usually my 15 carats, I will forewarn you, are usually more money than this 19 karat will be. Whereas again, none of those 15 carats have the color this one has. That's really the important thing. When you're getting the queen stone out of the parcel, which this is, you've got that highest level saturation. It is the do not miss stone, that is for sure. It's not $79.99 either. So come on in, be a part of it, because we don't want you to miss out on that one of a kind that you know is gonna go. Because I tell you, it's all about the value here. All about the value. So come on in, don't miss out on your opportunities. And it's always fine to come on in early, even if you're not sure, because obviously sometimes it's too late to dial in after the price is up there. So it's best to just call in And then when that price tumbles down, you are ready to say yay or nay. So it's the best way to go. And here we are looking at a better value than even $4,000 or even $39.99. And I'm telling you right now, if you've ever thought about Kunzite, even if you haven't, if maybe it's not been your favorite stone historically because maybe it's just that lighter pink and you think, well, I'd rather get maybe a morganite or a pink diamond. This, I'm telling you right now, is a beyond what you ever see out of any Kunzite, even the ones we've had here, which we are such sticklers about our quality, and yet it's not even going to be $39.99 or $3,500. So already we're looking at a pretty superstar value here, but it's going to be better. And we're going to make it just $2,999, which is a miracle price for a stone like that. It really is, because the per carat level is amazing. And then of course we've got that great setting with almost a half carat in, all bigger individual diamonds that are on the sides. I'll give you a look at that because obviously the stone is the #1 attraction there, but there are those big diamonds individually that you see. There are only 5 of them on each side. So that tells us that each stone is about a 5-point stone because there are 10 in total. So they're just almost, you got like 4.6ers there that are happening throughout. So that's really, really, really good, isn't it? So nice to have 5-point diamonds around it. And of course the big stone is really the main event. So that's $29.99. We're verifying on that one. And then we do have some yellow diamonds. I've got one yellow and white diamond necklace that's new. You remember at the end of the show, Wayne, how, do you have the Kunzite? All right, that one is sold. Thank you so much. Wayne, you remember how last night at the end of the show we put up a sphene and everybody was fighting over it? And I did scour the inventory today to find if there was another one. And thank you so much on that Kunzite. Well done. This is my last one here. So the Asher cut we did have last night is gone. And it actually sold, I think, 3 times over the course of the night. But here is the only other one we have in this elongated pear shape. I guess we'll have to zoom back a touch here. 4512 is the number on this one. And it's got that leafy-like double halo around it. It is our, ooh, it's a carat 38, so it's a good size stone here in the center. But then the diamond weight is 74 points all the way around that. And you might want to go yellow gold or rose gold too, which you can with our complement. So you don't need to worry if you want to change it up, you can. Please do so. But here we are looking at a great value on this one because that's what we're doing. That's why there were fights over it last night. That's why we scoured the inventory today to see if there was anything else in the color change sphene category, remembering that it's highly dispersive, but it also goes from green to red when the light dictates it. When the light is appropriate for that color change to happen, it happens. And let me go ahead and try this on. We have busy lines here, so bear with us if you're waiting on hold. And then get ready for this one, which is that one only. Here's what it looks like. It's got a subtle split shank as it leads up to the top. And now that I can have the freedom to move it a little bit more, you really see the Christmas tree quality of this stone. Yes. Oh, yeah. Boulder opal is a different mine. It's not, so when we talk about Australia, black opals, usually it is a Australian lightning ridge. Boulder opal is just a different area of Australia. Yeah, it's still natural opal through and through. Does that answer your question? Okay. And here we go. Carat 38 in the sphene, 74 points in the diamonds, and we're going to show you right now what we can do for the price tag, $39.99. It is not. Are you ready for this? Got a huge value, and then we got some ruby specials on the way. And I do have another opal pendant if you want a lot of diamond weight. Remember the last one didn't have any diamonds? I've got a lot of diamonds in platinum in another opal piece coming up as well if you want a lightning ridge stone. There it is. Oh, goodness, that's great. So we'll see that one too. But the sphene's got to go first, so I can't help but preview some of these items tonight because they're so good. You got to stay with us. But here's what we'll do. Instead of $39.99, this is one of the most highly coveted collector stones in the world today. Although here's the problem. Most of the outside world, outside of TVON, does not have them. Have you ever seen a color change sphene anywhere else? Anywhere. Think of all the places, and I'm not talking about just stores where you can go in and exchange currency for jewelry. I'm talking about auction houses. I'm talking about museums. Think about where jewelry is in this world. Where is jewelry? Where can you find it? Have you ever seen a sphene that changes color? They're super duper rare. It's not even $2,000. We're going extra low on this one for one caller. I love these in yellow gold as well, by the way. I just think there's a richness. That green is more of an olivey green tone. So I really love to see it in the yellow gold. If you're a yellow gold lover, go there. And don't mean to make more work for our jewelry department, but hey, it's just, it's my recommendation. I'll make it even better than even $1,900 or $1,800. This has got to go, and it will, because the sphenes are, you know them, and you know how rare they are and collectible they are, and how you get a phenomenal property to it as well. And yet it's only going to be, forget $17.99. We'll take it even lower for you and just make it $16.99 to one caller only. Speaking of rares, I do have a copper bearing pink tourmaline today. So we do. We've got that beautiful hot pink. And you know the butterfly ring we had yesterday with the 2 butterflies? I have a matching pair of earrings today. Now, why they're not in the same show, I have no idea. But I do have them. So if by coincidence our butterfly ring lover is out there, we've got the earring to match today. So that might be for really anybody who loves the butterfly motif. And then speaking of bracelets and rubies and rare opportunities, we got a ruby bracelet together. So we'll see that. And then of course, $16.99 our sphene. We'll give that 30 seconds, then we got to go. Turquoise in 5 minutes. That new turquoise that I was telling you about that has a little bit of a vintage vibe to it. It's new, but it's got a little vintage vibe to the setting style. We're going to see that coming up in about 5 minutes. So not a lot of time you have to wait if you're a turquoise lover, and really good heads up, it's really affordable. So all that's happening and more. And then let's see who's got our sphene, and then I'll also show you. So let's get to the ruby, since we are now how many days away? We're just about, what, 10 days away from July. So I want to show you some ruby opportunities, starting with a bracelet. And it's a quick one of a kind, but you are about to go into a world of fine jewelry that you will not see at any other given time, because this bracelet price is insanely good. So let me know who's got the sphene. I'm going to go ahead and double check the length on the bracelet really quickly. Okay, 7-inch bracelet we have for you. Coming up, you know, I was mentioning just last night that way back in the day, I used to have a tennis bracelet with rubies, and those days that basically haven't been occurring now for a very long time, because matching up Burma rubies, not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do. Well, here's the bracelet that, let me just coil it and wrap it around, because this is a style about as close to a tennis bracelet style as you're going to see, and so much weight to it that it doesn't really, I'm going to stagger it a little bit so it can sit properly, because I really want you to see these gorgeous rubies face out. And the fact is here, they're also going to be, it's a link style, where literally a link style, where you see the links that look almost like those squared off paperclip links that are so hot right now. And that's between every single one of these square cut, princess cut essentially, rubies that you have. Isn't that fabulous? And it's all the way around. So obviously the rubies are spaced about a ½ an inch or so apart, but they go all the way around. It's a lobster claw closure, yes. Oh boy, they're totally different animals, Gladys. That's a really tough question for me to answer. I mean, I'll tell you what. The opal pendants, there will always be opal pendants. The sphene is really rare, and we don't have any more of those. So just on a, I look at it that way, as someone who doesn't want you to ever miss out and be wanting forever, I'd say the sphene is the one you're likely not to see again, whereas I'll have opal pendants even tonight for you. So yeah, if that's how you want to look at it just from a rarity standpoint, but if you can do them both, get them both, because that was a heck of a deal on the opal pendant as well. So, but up to you. And here we go with item number, this is my new bracelet. It's item number 1124472, and that is a, only one of its kind, 7 inches in length. It is a 2.5 carat total weight of Burma rubies here, yes, and then 32 points in diamonds, which are essentially 2 stacked on either side of the rubies. Looks incredible, because it is incredible. It's just rare to get. And then of course we'll show you, it's got this lobster claw closure. So there is what you may just want to be, I mean, for full transparency, you may just want to have a wrist that's a little bit smaller than 7 inches, just so you have enough room to fasten it. It's just, you know, if you actually have a 7-inch wrist, you need, most women who wear a 7-inch bracelet have a smaller than 7-inch wrist. In other words, if you were to measure the actual, you know, around circumference of your wrist, it's probably like 6.5 or 6 3/4 or 6 1/4, somewhere in there. And then you wear a 7-inch because you always want it to be, you know, have a little bit of give. That's what I just want to make sure you know. This is only 7 inches. So, you know, with a link style, just, you know, make sure that that is what you normally wear. It's what most ladies wear. It's yellow gold only as it stays. And it's one only, and then we're going to get to our turquoise piece. But I've got to let you know how affordable this is, so you're ready to go on the phone lines. And I want to show it on. It's a great style for every day because it's not overly large. It's not super like ostentatious. It's not a piece that you have to save, I don't think, for a special occasion necessarily, because every day is a special occasion in my mind. So number one, jewelry helps us treat it like that, right? And it doesn't need to be a special occasion to wear the jewelry pieces that we love. That's what I'm hoping you do. The sphene is gone, thank you so much. And then here's our bracelet, which is soon to be gone. And mark my words, here they, oh, look at the glow. I just want to show you the entire length of it here from a distance, just so you can see the glow that each stone has. They are meticulously matched. and they have that vibrant blue red, which is what we expect out of Burma, and you're definitely getting it here. So up close we will go, and then we're going to see who would like it, because yeah, there's supposed to be a $69.99 price tag, and I think we see why. And I think that it's so pretty and creatively done. The link design between it, I think, is really special as well. Just the way that that's done and a little bit more unexpected, even it feels a little bit like it's got a little edge to it, as opposed to kind of your been there, done that bracelet style that can look a little bit just, you know, not really old-fashioned. The classics never die, but it's one of those that just can, I think, really in this case look updated. And I'm going to blow it out. There's no $69.99 price today. I mean, there might be on something tonight, but it's not going to be on this bracelet, I can tell you that. And that's the beauty of what we're doing. It doesn't matter how high-end it is or how rare it is or where it was priced before. It's got to go today, and guess what? Everything so far is. So this is your really important time to pick up the phone and dial in, because there is only one. And I know we're all expecting, when you see a ruby weight like that, and then you see diamonds, and then you know, of course, that any bracelet's going to require a lot of gold. Bracelets do. So the fact that this one is under $3,000, we just went from 7 to 3, and I'm not done discounting the bracelet. There's only one. We'll have a great ring that has rubies and diamonds in a heart-shaped design as well, so that's fun. But this one's actually not even $29.99 or $19.99. This is really the value of the night, and I'm making it $1,499, and I think it's already gone, isn't it? Congratulations, and that was before I took an extra $500 off. So let me go ahead and get to our fabulous. Let me just put in this heart shape, because why not? This is the heart shape ring, and then we'll get to the turquoise because we're on the ruby run here. Oh, isn't this pretty? It's a heart within a heart within a heart within a heart. It really is. There's essentially like 4 different hearts going on. And I mean, when you look at the center, there's actually the most elevated part, which I'm turning just to the side for a moment. So you can see the center where the baguettes and rounds are, that's the first heart. And essentially that's then surrounded by 3 different halos and even more diamonds down the sides. The item number is 4419. And another brand new one for you here tonight. Looking forward to seeing who's going to get this heart shape, and a perfect gift idea for somebody. Even if it's for yourself, that's okay too. I won't tell. And you know what? You're wrong if you're not treating yourself every once in a while, right? You are. You're in the wrong if you're not being good to yourself and treating yourself to what you really love. I mean, with these values, you can't deny that you're going to get the great value. Yes. No, not at all. Just be aware, just be sure to relay to Gladys that stone, if you're talking about the sphene still, that stone is a little bit softer. So just wear it when you're going to be more careful. You know, we don't want it to take any hard knocks to the center stone. So yeah, just it's a little bit softer than some, so keep that in mind on the sphene. All right, so let's talk about 42 points in the round rubies that are diamond cut and glowing, 80 points in the diamonds that include the rounds and the baguettes through the middle. And we're going to have a great look at it on the hand because it has a nice size to it. Who got our bracelet there, Wayne? Noreen? Am I saying that correctly? With an N or with an M? Yeah, wonderful. That's great. Thank you so much. All right. And don't forget, Jan, if you're out there, I've got a Congolese tourmaline to show Jan. So Jan, let me know when you're ready. It is here for your request. But I want to make sure we get this one at home, and then we'll get to our turquoise as promised. But this one's got to go first, and it will. You see how everything's going? There's a big reason for that. This one had that list price of $39.99. Great designer piece. Look at, ooh, that's a pretty feature on the inside. And never mind, just ignore the little residue from the inventory tag. That's obviously something that gets polished up when it's sized anyways. But this one has that really cool, it's almost like that striking heart within the, rather kind of like that V or that spear look inside the heart shape. Love that look. And then of course the sweetest piece, I mean, is there anything more sentimental than a heart-shaped piece of jewelry? Take a look at that. And there it is, covered in stones from side to side. And maybe again, I like to look at this, the fact it's not just a heart. Obviously you see that the second you look at it, it's evident. But the fact that it's almost the heart within the hearts and that triple halo where there's almost a center heartbeat to the piece here, it really could be that symbolic piece of if you feel like your heart rests within someone else's, that is a beautiful sentiment built in. And then of course with the ruby reds and with that July birthstone that you have featured that's coming up, might be a great idea for someone who's got a July birthday coming up. So how about a better than $39.99 price tag? We only have this one, so it's going to fly very quickly. And remember that great finishing, which is really nice to have, so that yes, even the bigger piece is going to be plenty comfortable when it's on the hand. Take a look at that little double row that's happening just on the sides, where that really wouldn't need to be there, but they made sure to just dress it up a bit so it can look amazing from every single angle. However, it's not even $39.99. got a better value for you, and we're going to take it as low as we can. Remember, 80 points just in the diamond weight is tremendous, 42 points in all those diamond cut round rubies, which are very special, and the way they're set, everything essentially pave except for the band of the baguettes down the middle. Those are channel set stones, so really easy. You got plenty durable stones here to wear every single day, so maybe this is your new right hand ring. Maybe this is the one that it's sizable enough where you might think about it, you know, middle finger, index finger, if you want to add something there on the hand, but it's not $29.99, not $19. We're taking it extra low for you, and then we've got the turquoise on the way next, but this one's got to go at $14.99 only. So a mega value there, and just our one, and then we'll see who's got it, and we'll give that 30 seconds. So that will be, I think our final, besides the ruby that I have coming up, this private collection a little bit later, that is where we saw that bracelet go very quickly. Now the ring on its way, I hope. Then we've got that fabulous, it's going to be a solitaire ruby with the halo around it. So really classic as it gets in a mounting later. And then if anybody wants to see 7 carats of fancy diamonds, I have a pair of earrings that has just that. Well, 6.5 carats of fancy diamonds with almost 7 overall. So we'll see those coming up as well. And any requests you might have, we're willing to take those also. But let's take a look at this. This is the one I was telling you about right in the beginning of the show. Reminding you that turquoise is not something we see a lot of in this kind of, well, where I'm going to take it affordability-wise is another level. This is just unique. It feels different from everything I've brought you over 8 years' time. And there's such distinguished patterns on the sides of this ring that almost feels like a dome style. Call me early, please. 4488 is your number. This is not going to last. Let's take a good look at that side detail where it almost feels, it's textured, but it's pavé, but then you have these gorgeous gold bands that kind of run between it. These lines, these beautiful separators of your sections of pavé. This turquoise in the middle is a good size. It's a 119. And then you have that perfect halo around it that are also pavé diamonds, really accentuating that color. Now this one's only in the yellow gold, so it does have to stay as is. The diamond weight is 28 points. And watch how it goes. This one's gonna fly. There's just no possible way that it stays here with us. And this is one that I feel like every time we go through a lot of shows where we just don't generally see anything that looks like an estate or vintage or antique piece. And so as soon as we do, it's like cue all the requests for more designs like this, because it is kind of the missing piece of what we do, I think, a lot of times. And so if you like that style or you just like the texture this gives, and I want to show it on so you can get an idea, since obviously it's so new. I want you to see what it looks like here on the hand. It's not a small piece, and it's something that you could still build or stack around as well if you want to, but it's a really good turquoise. We never compromise. I've not noticed to bring turquoise that's not of that Sleeping Beauty variety, which is near impossible to find these days. And here we go. Should be $14.99. Here's the thing. I've had a couple of pieces already for $14.99. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to shift that price downward, and we're going to make sure it goes really quickly. It's not $14.99. Come on in, be ready to go, because I think this one's going to be that wow. It just looks so different and fresh from what we normally do. Here's your finishing as well, so you can see how it's actually perched up high. How about the color all the way through? You're getting a really serious Sleeping Beauty color, and why not be able to look from within and look inside and see how you've got that color true, pure. I mean, you're talking about the purest, bright, not blue, but it's that robin's egg blue we love to see, and it's just completely pure all the way through. That's what the best Sleeping Beauty looks like, and that's why it's so sought after. Realize this is a mine in Arizona, and I'll say it was a mine in Arizona, because it's still, the remnants are there. The big mountain range from where the mine was is there, but you don't see any active mining, and that's been that way for some time. So you've got a really important way to go. Great chance to pick up a Sleeping Beauty at an affordable price. What if we take it under $1,000? What if we go ahead and just say $999, but even go lower than that for you? That's what we're going to do to make sure this goes, and in a hurry. And then operators, let me know who's got it, because everything has been really flying tonight. We want to make sure that continues. Hi, Dom. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. It's good to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you. Thanks for your kind words. Love that. So here's what we'll do. We've got a really good value, not even $999, $888. Oh, we already got a couple of people talking about it. Okay, so this is not a time to sit back on the phone lines and wait. Come on in on the early side, please. It's not 888. It's not 777. I like that number. It feels lucky. But we're going to go better and lower and make sure it goes in a hurry. We brought out reinforcements. Andy's here ready to take your call. We got a lot of busy lines already. Yellow gold only. So the only decision to make is what size do you need? That's all you need to tell us. That is it. It's not going to be 777. You ready? We're all excited about this new turquoise design. And it just, I can't even, and my whole job is to put descriptors and put thoughts into words and explain these designs. I honestly keep looking at this and I just don't even know the proper way to describe the elegance of this mounting, but there's something different. There's something special about it. There's something it looks very money, doesn't it? It looks very designer. It looks so detailed and gorgeous, and it's not even going to be $777. So come on in. Let's blow it out right now, and then hopefully our wheel will cooperate at some point. I'll make it $699 if you'd like it, and that is it. It really is a fabulous, detailed, high-end ring, and we've only got probably 30 seconds with that one until it's gone. So that is really outstanding, and just one of our best, truly. It is one of those great turquoise stones that, it's a fact. Usually we see a little bit larger turquoise stones, but this is one of those more wearable options for you. $699 gets it to you. And Tim, did Gladys did she get everything sorted out? She's happy? No more questions? We're good? And what did she take the opal pendant, or is that back? She did? Oh, thank you, Gladys, so much. Okay, so opal pendant still gone, sphene gone. Ruby bracelet gone, and Jess, you got the Kunzite. Oh, by the way, who got that Kunzite?
That was Richard.
Oh, Richard, I want to congratulate you. Thank you so much. Great stone, really tremendous stone. And here, I thought that turquoise would be gone. Still here at the moment. So we have more on the way. I do have, and don't forget where we started the show with that amazing, bright, golden, canary yellow. Have you ever seen anything like that? Tourmaline, that's one of those really cool stones. Oh, who is it? Oh. In the realm of what this crazy business is. Oh, and we didn't get her name? Oh, well, to Richard's wife, who was just telling me that you had some very nice things to say. So thank you so much. Thank you, Richard, and to your lovely wife. Thank you so much. I assume she's going to be wearing the Kunzite. Yeah, all right. Well, that sounds good. Well, just enjoy it, because I'll tell you, that stone was one of the better stones overall that I've ever seen. So congratulations, and thank you for all your kind words. And Wayne, any questions on that or anything else? All right, so we're going to move on. We've got the really, really important diamond earrings that I might as well just flash, because you guys probably heard me mention something about 6.5 carats in fancy diamonds, and you probably said, what? Did she speak correctly? Yeah, I did. There they are. What in the world? So how about really, really, really big individual pink diamonds and yellow diamonds together? That's an earring. So are you telling me there's another earring that's going to be identically matched, that's going to give us the same kind of size and carat weight of pink, purple, and yellow diamonds? Yes, please. There they are. And obviously, the beauty of this is that it's a collection of diamonds, so they're not exactly the same. This one, I'm finding I think this is the coolest thing about it, is see, these are natural stones. So I love that in the earring design, we just have them be slightly different on the left to the right, but then also that placement of that one green off to the right edge there. I just think that is so cool. And then of course, very distinctive is probably that purple is jumping out at you. That's also in the right earring. There's a lot of more intense purples. This is intentional, because the idea is no two stones are to be alike. Therefore, the two earrings won't be identical. And that's okay, they coordinate. The good news is you have your beautiful face in between them. So it's one of those where they're not supposed to look stamped out or made in assembly line, like made from a conveyor belt where there's 18 million pairs out there like it. This is your pair. And we have one pair. It's 112, 44, 55. I just wanted to prove to you that I do have 6.5 carats of fancy diamond earrings, and they're right here. It's actually 18 karat solid gold, and that is one thing. So that's 18K, love it, because it really deserves 18K, of course. But then you also have 28 points in white diamonds too. So where are they? Because really the big stones, the much to do here is about the fancy pinks and yellows and greens and purples. However, there are within this beautiful mosaic design, there are smaller white diamonds that are happening between the fancy colors. That's what's happening there. So you're getting, and remember, every single stone, and Tony, we really would have to add, technically speaking, just because, you know, the journalist in me is saying, well, yeah, but there's a green and yeah, there are purples. And you see that there. So to call it just pink and yellow is actually to undersell it a little bit and to not really give it its due. What you're getting is an extraordinarily rare earring where every single stone, there's two things at work here. It's the fact, well, the total weight is one thing, but it's how we get there. Remember, it's always about the journey and the destination when it comes to jewelry. So that's not just a great, you know, proverb for life, but it's also about, it's not just about the total carat weight. We could have easily had 7,000 or 8,000 little stones, right? Or 600 stones, or maybe 80 stones. That's not what we have here. Each and every stone in the yellows, in the pinks, in the purple, in the green, they're all bigger individual stones as well. So you're getting these really important mixed shapes, mixed color, mixed sizes, but they're all large. And then what kind of fills it in are the white diamonds. So you have smaller white diamonds, they're kind of filling in, just kind of dotting the gaps there. So here's what we have for you. It's a really spectacular earring. It's got a big button style, so it's gonna be that oversized kind of stud, if you will. And sure enough, almost 7 carats in diamonds here. And then, I suppose you wanna see what they look like. It's a centered post, so you've got 2 ways to wear them, and here's how I would do it, just like this. I would do it that way so that you take that square and you just flip it or just rotate it so you get this great longer look. See, that's not a small earring. I'm almost tempted, what I would really be tempted to do is actually just split them up and put a bail on and make them 2 pendants, but just to share the wealth of these really important diamonds with a couple people. But you know what? There's one grand pair. It makes them even more special and spectacular that they are together as one. You can see when we do it that angle, it's just under 1 inch at 7/8. If you want to have them more squared off, and this really just depends on your comfort level and kind of the shape of your lobe, but they'll be a little bit shorter in stature if you actually do orient them that way. They're 3/4 of an inch. So again, with the center post, that's up to you how you want to actually, you know, put them on the ear and position them. But I'll borrow that one and try one on for you, and then we're going to get you great value so that if anybody does want this fabulous collection, and that's, it looks like you've been collecting high-end fancy diamonds for a long time and then decided, I just want to put them all together as one fabulous earring, and that's what they look like from a distance away. So they are just that fabulous, and that's where I'm holding it right around where the post would be. So you've got that really good, I mean, it's going to be like serious lobe coverage there when you look at how that's done. And again, if you want to square them off, you can do that too. So 2 ways to wear it, but here's what we've got. Just wanted you to get an example of the size because they are large, and we're going to take them much, much lower than you can ever imagine. Take another look at them close up. And I know they were supposed to be $33,999. We're taking that much further down, and then let me actually move this one just like this so they look, again, we'll try to face them up best we can to your eye level so you can see them. But just, isn't that really what spectacular jewelry is all about? That's a cool, cool assortment. And the purples, the hot pinks, the green that's in the one, and then of course different tones of the yellow from lighter to darker to brighter. They're all there. And we're gonna make this really easy. $99.99 for the pair. And done and done. And you approximately have, I mean, really, there's probably only about 35 or 40 colored diamonds per pair. So you've got very big stones here. On average, you figure they're probably about 1/3 of a carat, 1/4 carats, in that range. You can see that there's a mix of shapes and a mix of sizes, but when you've got 643, and I love that we broke it down, if you've got about 60 stones, then that'd figure you'd have about 10, 11 pointers, right? So it's just a really good way to get your entire collection, but then at the same point, it goes with everything that you wear as well. It's just proud. This could be your everyday go-to signature look, or it could be something that you save for more dressy. Either way, it's a really special pair of earrings for $99.99. So I can't help it. I had to show you the good stuff and show you early. And then, of course, again, we've got the Evil Eye still here if you want that one. I'm going to go ahead and get to something really fabulous that is never in stock. Joe, who's watching, who asks me, she's really good at asking on the week usually, like, hey, do you have any more of the huggies available? Let me show you what I have here. In huggy hoop earrings, these are the 1/4 inchers that everybody's always asking. And the good news is I don't have a million of these to go around. That's the problem. We don't have a million of them in stock, but we have actually promised that we will make them now. And I know they're very rarely here, and everybody asks every day because you want to know, what's that size that she's stacking in her different piercings? Well, this is the one that really is the hoop made to stack if you, and that's not to say it can't be a primary piercing hoop, it can, but it's really ideal for stacking if you've got 2nd, 3rd, 4th piercings and you want to stack a smaller hoop that is going to, as the name implies, truly hug the earlobe, really sit closer. That's the idea. So it's item number 1118993. And I do think it's one of our better values. And here's why. When we first brought quarter inchers one time, initially, it was just a little tiny bit of pave material. It was really small diamond weight, pave. It was still 4 stones, but they were really tiny. And we had those, and they were very popular. Then we made the upgraded pair, which is what you see here, which is the upgrade of having 4 individual diamonds that are not little tiny pave. Instead, they're prong set. They're actually so big that they're prong set out all the way down the front of the earring. And so, no, it's not an inside-out style, which would be actually kind of reckless to do in a size like this because, remember, this is a huggy style, so you're really not intended to see the back. It's just about really lining up right to truly wrap around the earlobe. So wherever your piercing is, and yes, they work their way all the way up higher on the ear for you. They're great gifting ideas as well. We have white gold, yellow gold, and rose gold available too. And this is also a pair of earrings that usually our gals are shopping by the dozens sometimes. I've had as many as 12 go out at one time because if you're stacking up on your earscape, if you want to give them as gifts, if you want to get multiples for, let's say, all the gals in your family, all the sisters, all the best friends, all the daughters, the granddaughters, this is the way that as long as she's got an ear piercing, it's going to work, and you've got this beautiful, affordable price tag as well. So take a look at it. It's going to be a really cool value, and we love having them, but they're very rare. We don't see them all the time. They're hardly ever available to show, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to offer them quickly for you, and good. So Joe just asked, when are you going to show the huggies? Well, they're right here. So here we go. And last call to get them because we don't have that many that we can make even and create. So this is where please dial in on the early side. They're actually going to be under $1,000. Of course, this is that click-in style. So it's still an all the way around hoop. It's still reversible if you want to. You can have the gold. The gold is still solid in the back, so I'll just show you here. So they are still reversible. So if you wanted to wear them and you would never see the hallmark when they're on, it's just because we're so magnified right now. But if you want to reverse them, you can, and you have them this way. If you want to wear them up with the diamonds up front, which is what most of us want to do at any given time, you do it that way. But it's not going to be $1,000. They're not $500 either. And we're going to make it a lot better. And I love that they don't have a backing. It's all just one. Sorry, guys, I might be making a lot of noise there, but I just lost a backing. So my own backing, don't worry. I've lost 2 last night, and now I've lost 1 today already. So only an hour into the show. So here we go. Somebody one day when they move out of this studio, they're going to find a lot of gold on this floor here. But I just want to try these on very quickly for you. And it's not going to be $4.99 for the pair. I love that. You probably heard that. I just put one on, and it has such a distinctive click when it's closed. You know they're locked. You know they're on. They look fabulous. And let me just show you. I just popped one on here without looking, and there they are. So you can see how, again, some of you have said, I know that, sometimes depending on where your piercing is, if it's higher in the ear, some people struggle with a 1/4 inch huggy. So again, reminder, we have a money back guarantee if they don't work for you, meaning if your lobe was really long, then they're not going to necessarily clear and go around. But I wear all these 1/4 inchers all the way up my ear, so I really like that look. And of course, these are the diamond versions, so much better and more flashy than just gold, right? And they're not $4.99 and they're not $3.99. So let's make it happen, give you a great value. But you can see how they work even in my primary piercing. They still look great. It's just, again, these style right now to own, smaller hoops, hoop stacking is really going on, and it's really taken off in the entire earscape category. So we're so lucky to have them. They're not even $300. So this is partly why they're so popular. It's why everyone gets more than one. Get your white, get your yellow, get your rose, get your whole wardrobe of what you need. We'll go back to the wheel here because there's only so much longer I can squat down. And then here we go with a better than $300 price tag. We're going to make them $299. That's it for the pair, and that's what we got. So again, I can only give them about 60 seconds here, but I know they're rarely here on the air. This is like a true, instead of that splurge or that, oh, I might, I just fell in love with them, I got to have them. This is kind of like what everybody needs if you've got piercings at this point. So usually that's why, again, we can't keep them in stock, is because it's one of those universal styles where it's still going to be that highly luxury piece because those are VS diamonds and 4 bigger stones throughout and the 15 points total. But you've got solid gold in that click enclosure, and earrings today are not affordable to make when they're in solid gold, and these are. So our 38 seconds now ticking down. When do you see anything in fine jewelry for $299? I have 13 piercings in my ears. So I look at a lot of styles like this because I'm always kind of upgrading or just kind of improvising my earscape, as we call it now. And so I am well versed on what something like this in retail costs. And it's very difficult, first of all, to find something that's solid gold and not plated. Usually it's just plated gold or plated metal. This is not. This is solid gold through and through. But to find diamonds, VS diamonds, that's going to be virtually impossible. And that's why so many of you say, I need you to bring those back. I need you to make those again. I need to have them. So here's your last call to get them. We are already busy on the phone lines. I'm so glad we have them. Think about this, though. Place your order for more than you think you need. It sounds ridiculous, but you're going to be glad you did, because there will be a time, if I have a long time shopper and customer named Joe. And Joe is always asking me, and you know what? Bought them before, but needs more. You got three? 3 pairs going out to one caller. This is what happens. And oh, good. Thank you so much. Hi, Joe. So this is what's so important, guys, is that you want to make sure you get more than you think you need, because oftentimes otherwise you'll be reaching out to me saying, okay, Lolo, do you have the Huggies back? And it can be months. It can be 6-8 months before we bring these back and have the opportunity to air them. So this is the time. Take advantage. And we are really busy on our phone lines. There is never a presentation that we bring those out when we are not crazy busy on the phone lines. Thank you. 2 over there. See, everybody's taking more than one, right? Tim, how many are you getting? We got 2 over here. We got 2 over here. We got 1 over here. Wayne, how many for you? You're getting one. Okay, so think about, and again, if you have multiple piercings, this is, if you're thinking, wait a minute, don't we do studs in second and third and fourth? Well, now the trend is definitely leaning towards hoops in multiple piercings, where it used to, and that's not to say you can't mix and match and switch it up, but before, I mean, there was a time when we really didn't think about little hoops stacked up the ear, and now it's really all you see. So think about it. They make a great pair, and of course, VS diamonds still. It's only 8 diamonds per pair. So those are why everybody wants. Oh, and by the way, when I told you that we did the pave to debut, the pave had much less diamond weight, same price. That's why everybody always wants this pair, is because you're getting the same price as the ones that we did early on that had teeny tiny microscopic diamonds, and these are almost 2 points apiece. So that's really, again, it's intended to be a smaller hoop. This is not a big hoop. This isn't J-Lo style, even though we love that, and we love 3-inch, and we love those, and those are great, right? But this is not intended to be a big hoop earring. It is intended to be, it's the smallest diameter that any hoop is really offered in. That's the idea. Thank you so much. Thank you for requesting them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. We all have Joe to thank, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to bring them out. So thank you. And hi, Deborah. Thank you. I know. It makes me crazy too that we don't have these. I would have these every day on the show if I could. And I don't even, do you know that I own these and I literally love to wear them in my second, third, fourth, fifth, and that I don't on the air because I know what's going to happen. If I wear them, you're all going to be saying, bring those out. Bring those TVON earrings out. And I don't. So I just wear my plain gold ones that we don't carry, because everyone otherwise loses their mind and says, bring them back. So here we are, and a great last call. Let's give it a final 60 seconds, Tony, because I know we're still busy on the phone lines, but we're also limited on what we can create for you. And again, we don't know on any given day, and sorry, this one in the second in the background, there we go. I just got to make sure they're on the same level there so they can stay focused. But you see what's happening. Those are VS bright diamonds, and again, every bit is striking and still reversible. So you really are, it's easy to pop those in through the back of your piercing, and they get a totally different look in your earring. You would have a solid mirror finish gold look if you want to, and then on other days or other hours, like, you can switch it up. You're on your lunch break, you leave the office, and you go, okay, now I'm out of the office environment, and I'm going to go out with the girls for lunch, and then you switch them out, and you got your diamonds, and then you go back to the office, and you can turn them back. It's whatever you want to do. It's just, the point is, it's so easy to just flip it around and put it in the other way, and then boom, you're ready to go, and you got 2 looks in one. So that makes it even a bigger value when you're spending $2.99, and there's multiple ways to wear them. And I always get 5 or 6 pairs of little hoops like this because I got so many piercings to fill. So think about it. Get a few more than you think you might need, because you'll want to have them, and I don't want you waiting. Like Joe and Deborah were waiting so long for these to come back. So I don't want that to happen to you. All right, let's keep going. We got a lot to share. I do have the big blue wing. We have the ruby. We have the incredible oval yellow diamond. I haven't even shown it yet. I have refrained from showing it. And speaking of earrings, we do have the butterflies. They're very large butterflies. So we've seen a couple really big studs, and now these are our smallest style of hoop. So great way to go there. And then I do want to show you something that might Be of interest if you like these hoops and you like classic styles. How about this ring, which we're doing our best here to blow this ring out, and it's our last call on it because I'm looking at what we have in this ring, and it's been here before, probably no secret, you've probably seen it, but 112-1064 has got to be on its way out. So this is 18 karat solid white gold, so that's the first thing. You're going super high end with the gold, 75% pure. Isn't that amazing? It's pretty cool. And it's not exactly the complete standard regular band we're used to seeing. And keep calling on the huggies, guys, feel free. We still got a few of those. I just, you know, I could spend all night on those. I really could, really easily. Every night, all day, we could really just leave those earrings up there and just continue to sell them. So it's very popular. And like I said, for some people, full disclosure, for some people on a primary piercing, if you have a little longer lobe or maybe your piercing is just higher in the lobe, sometimes they don't work. So 1/4 inch diameter if you need to measure at home, but you know, the idea is to sit close to the ear. All right, true huggies, that's what they do. But here we are with 18 karat gold and 44 points among 4 stones. So on average, I know you see that the 3 are smaller at the top and then the 1 is bigger at the base, but on average, 11 points in those pear-shaped VS diamonds. It's our last hurrah on this ring. And it is a bit of that bypass style in that it's not completely enclosed or soldered in the middle, but it's not a flexible ring. This is not kitty jewelry. This is not Cracker Jack stuff. This is really about, you know, this is about fine jewelry. It's still sized for you and everything. It's just, you know, I think some people look at open rings and think they're flexible or they're adjustable. That's not the case. It's still solid 18 karat gold all the way around and holding those stones. It's just, it doesn't actually meet up in the middle like a traditional ring, which is part of what creates this beautiful wraparound movement on the hand. It's really fabulous to wear. And no decisions except for what ring size do you need. And by the way, I always like to shout out, this is a great pinky ring, thumb ring, and ring finger ring. Here it is on the ring finger, as traditionally I start. But of course, you could wear this up or down. So you see how all my points are going towards the hand, but you could switch that up if you want. It could go here, it could go here, and it could go really anywhere. And then you could even have some fun. There's a decided point here. So if you want to stack and start playing with it a little bit, you never know. You might really like to mix and match it and stack away with other jewelry that you have. But here we are at the top of the hour, looking at our very last presentation of this very ring, which has 11 point on average individual pear shapes. And real quick on the thumb here, I just love looking at this one. I might reverse it. For this look, how about that? You want a super cool thumb ring, easy enough to wear, and even though it's coming as 2 in the front and sort of meeting in the front as 2, it's 1 basic band in the back. So it's really easy to wear anywhere on the hand for that reason, and I really like that. That is a chic ring. But you know what happens to bigger diamonds? You know what happens to the price tag? It goes cha-ching, cha-ching. You get bigger diamonds, the money goes up. That's not what we're doing here. And yet you're still getting that 18 karat gold, and we are, might I add, very close to those diamonds so that purposely we can give you the view that you need to see to realize and recognize those are VS. If they weren't, you'd see all kinds of inclusions. They're big enough to wear up this close. You're gonna see inclusions if they're anything but VS, but they're not. They're really important and bright, clean stones. So instead of $9.99, which no way you're getting those 4 diamonds anywhere for that price, but we got a better deal. And that's what we're here to do. Bring you an incredible value right here, right now. And now it's the top of the hour. It wasn't actually our official top of the hour presentation, but hey, it's nice to have it right here, right now. We'll welcome you to the show. It's our last call in this ring, though. That's the problem, is that it's our last chance bringing it to you. After this, we don't get to bring it back, and that's too bad because it's one of those that I think it's one of our stronger values when it comes to all white diamonds. Usually, our white diamonds, you know how it works. Usually, they're going to always surround a colored stone of some kind. Here, it's about the fact that that's all you're getting are the white diamonds, and they look spectacular. They're super crazy high end. It's not even $888 though for this ring. Take a look and welcome in to our big Thursday night together. So glad you're with us. And this will be the way to go right now. Not even $777 though. And remember, big diamonds should be costing more. That's not the case here. You will find different ways to wear it. You probably are thinking one way right now, like maybe where you're gonna wear it on the hand. Honestly, you're gonna play with this much like you would a Wonder Ring. And when you get it at home, you're gonna find new ways to wear it. I mean, really just, I have some fun with it. Great gifting idea. Not even $777 though. Last call on this one. And it's $699. That's it. That's all. So that's really, really important to take advantage of because bye-bye after tonight, no longer. So that is the one to own. We have an incredible opal pendant coming up. I flashed it already. We're going to see that opal pendant. It's a black opal, very special. And then we also have turquoise coming up. We had the turquoise ring already. We'll bring a big pendant, and that'll be a good one. And then ruby, sapphire. We got the classics here represented well tonight. Are you ready for the pendant? You ready for the big black opal pendant? In platinum, no less. We got a good one coming up for you. Platinum and opal and chain. You get everything, the pendant, the necklace, everything. And it is really fun. So we'll see that one coming up as well. And then if you have any requests, get those in. Speaking of requests, Jan, if you're out there, we've got a beautiful Congolese stone to show you. And then I think we're ready to talk top of the hour. Glad you're with us again. Technically, we're in it. We got 2 hours left on our Thursday, so let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. Check on availability. The big diamond earrings with those fancy colored diamonds, the whole mosaic theme, those are still hanging out here at $99.99 with almost 7 carats in diamonds. But we also have the really, really special tourmaline, that fancy cut, the golden tourmaline that had all the great facet pattern to it, that's still here. Also our really beautiful turquoise ring, still here. So lots more to get to, lots on the way. Of course, requests are welcome, let us know, and then get ready. We have a big yellow diamond today. It's a 1 carat, it's an oval, so it ends up looking like a 2. And it's tremendous, you're gonna love it. Plus the emerald cut tanzanite that we have. It's the reserve that we reserved. So it's going to be a good one. But there were a few of you that may have noticed last night we had something we never had before in ruby. And I want to show it to you in kind of our back to what we're used to, because last night we had an opportunity to actually bring you some Mozambique unheated material, which was a first. We wanted to bring you, though, because naturally there's something about human nature where we want what we can't have. And so last night a lot of you said, well, do you have anything like that but in Burma? So wanted to bring out the Burmese for you here tonight, and that's going to be just about as classic as it gets here with this really beautiful center stone at 1 carat and of course glowing like it does. And yes, we're only 10 days away from the month of July, so ready to help you out here. It's 112-4222. Does that mean we have a 223 odd number coming up today? I hope so. I hope so. Is it somewhere here? And then we'll get to that opal, I promise. But I really wanted to highlight something at the top of the hour that I know you'll enjoy. And here it is. This is a Mogok Burma. It's our ruby with the blue red, super, super clean, private collection stone. So the private collection has become more or less public of late, hasn't it? We've really brought out some of our very, very best for you in the last few weeks. This is what we get to do in summertime, right? Because we know we've got a little more limited audience this time of year, so with people on the go and not necessarily indoors and at home all the time. So it's nice to be able to bring you some of the more selective, limited pieces in that we don't have people as much fighting over them, and that's the good news. But 70 points here in our Burma ruby, and then 52 points is the diamond weight that's going to keep that really, really, truly classic there in the halo around it. So that's a really, truly beautiful halo design. I mean, there's really no going wrong here with this mounting. This is where usually jewelry lovers default. When you have a favorite stone, usually you go for the halo design. So it's our private collection, great clarity on the stone, and we're just gonna have a field day with it. Yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, you get to decide, but it's our 70 pointer. It looks dazzling from a distance away. And here we are. Look at this ring. From a distance away. Yeah, it's funny because I've had this mounting, like 1,800 times over the years, and yet it almost always holds a 1 carat. So I can tell you this, the mounting hasn't changed. So it's a 70 pointer, but it's got the dimension of a 1 carat because there's no gap between the stone and the diamonds. It's all together, it's exactly set the way it would be. And this is happening right here, right now. We have one great opportunity here. Let's just go ahead and blow it out for you. Make it easy, top of the hour. We love to do that. And we will send it flying on out of here. Just your chance to pick it up. If you're really waiting for some of our very, very best in Burma, that is it right there. And it's going to be going out. You know what? This is what I do at the top of the hours. We really want to wow you. We really, really want to just give you that chance where most people in this world do not ever get to see, let alone own, an actual ruby from Burma. It's the top source worldwide. There's a lot of sources for ruby. They really come from just about every point of the globe. And you're always getting a different look depending on where it came from. So source usually determines the color And that would be the secondary hues, right? We know that. Usually gemologists, they use that knowledge to determine where a stone's origin is. If they don't know, if they weren't there when it was mined, then they usually look, does it have secondary orange? Does it have secondary pink? Does it have secondary purple, brown? Those are all colors you usually get through the ruby red. With Burmese, it's that blue secondary hue. That's what Burma gives you that other stones and other sources simply do not. And we're gonna blow it out so you don't have to spend $39.99 like you could. Now we have to just say, that's a really good value. We all can appreciate that, right? $39.99 is a heck of a value for a ring like that. It really is. It truly is. And yet, it's not even gonna be $39.29 or $19.99. I'm here to move it. Got to make sure it goes. You got Wonder Rings, fabulous. They go around it so well. You can do that if you want to, but here's the thing. It's not $19.99. It's not even $1,500. There's top of the hour, and then there's big top of the hours that we got to make sure go quickly before we get all those requests coming in. And you know, it's not going to be $15 or $14.99, $13.99. It's not $12.99. We can't do that. We got to make sure that ruby is ruby. This is one of the most important stones the world over. And now is your chance to get it, and quickly, but you got to make sure you're on the phone lines ready to go, and you're still choosing your gold color. You don't have to leave it in the yellow, but that's traditional. Traditional ruby combinations, we love to see them in the yellow gold set that way. You can see right through that stone. It's not even $12.99. You know what? I'm already so far below where we're supposed to be. It doesn't matter right now. We got to make sure it goes. That's the priority. On a Thursday night, it's just about making sure every single piece we offer and put up and present goes out the door. That's what is crucial. So now, simply just call us and think about it. 10 days away from July. What do we have to celebrate in July? Well, the 4th of July is happening, which of course, I find it always interesting that they chose Burma or chose ruby as July's birthstone, because you kick off the month with 4th of July, which is all about the red, white, and blue. And ironically, when you get Burma ruby, you are getting your red and your blue taken care of. And then, of course, we added the white diamond. So that's my red, white, and blue. That's the way we go and get patriotic. But then also, you've got top tier, best origin, best source out there, and you're happening to get a better price to where you can spend a little tiny bit to get a really important ruby and see it for better than even, well, $12 or $11 or $10.99. Let's just really blow it out, make it $999 for the ring. And that way, no, you don't have to break the bank to own a Burma ruby. And that's what's so important about that style. The one to own. And let's see if you have, okay, so we're already verifying on this one, no doubt why. It's only $999. That is a superb value and a great way to try it, because look what you're getting. This isn't just any old ruby, it's private collection. That's what's important. We have been sourcing, and I say we, the family that runs TVON, it's a family business. We're not a big conglomerate that's owned by some VC firm, right? And there's nothing wrong with that per se, but you're part of our family, and it really is a family heritage business that truly has been collecting stones. You think it's just a joke? Private collection is just something we say? These are literally stones that have been collected, in some cases for decades and decades and decades, held onto by folks who are the only ones who have access to the source. And that's really important. And so what are we doing? Turning around and sharing it with you all at home so that you too can have that really prized quality of ruby. It's $9.99. And I'm really amazed that as we can be so close to July, and maybe you're flipping that calendar open and you're looking on your phone realizing, okay, there's all these great birthdays coming up. And we know that it's a celebration of that best quality ruby in the world, so that even if she has ruby already, she probably doesn't have Burmese, because they're rarely out and about in the retail establishments of the world. Usually you're shopping Mozambique, Vietnamese, Thai rubies, things like that. So it's not the same. And when you're able to get into a rare private collection like this is, you're shopping a whole different realm of ruby here. So I can't say enough about it. It's an amazing value, and it's still here. This is really important. So make sure you get it if you love it. And then we're gonna go ahead and show you that opal, because I think that's what everyone's waiting on, is that really fabulous opal. It's gonna be 112-4401, and it is platinum. And I flashed it already once, and yet this is, oh goodness. I don't know if we can tone down the lighting a little bit, Tony, on this one, but you know what? I can probably do it myself here just by shading the light. Look at that. And thank you, Tony. That helps a lot because we know opals. All I'm trying to do is I'd like you to see it for its real life colors. And that's what we have here. That's what's happening right here. Look at all the colors too. It's not just one or two colors. I'm just going to zoom back. So it will still look even brighter and bolder when you see it in person, but this is our Lightning Ridge opal. It's a black opal out of Australia. It's set in platinum. Here's the size, 4 carats 59. And look at the diamonds you have with it. Baguettes, rounds, together. So on the east and west sides, those will be those tapered and elongated baguettes. Then you have the rounds top and bottom. I'm going to throw in the chain, which is actually a nice diamond cut Rolo link chain that has I'm going to show you the chain in just a bit. It's a spring ring closure, but look at this, because the chain is also going to be in platinum. And if you wanted to go ahead and use a bigger chain, you can, because you've got a bail that's plenty in size there. It's giving you plenty of room. But there's your spring ring closure, 18 inches on the chain. You can see what happens when the light, it's kind of a flattened Rolo link, so it's really, that's why it's picking up the light the way it is. And you've got this big size and length to this pendant, but that is the opal that, seriously, it looks like it looks to me like you inherited this from some kind of royal collection. Like maybe that was in the family jewels for, generations and generations. And I don't even know where you find in today's day and age jewelry like this, which is one of a kind, specialty. It's 74 points in diamonds. And I'm going to show you the length, and we'll show it on the neckline. The neckline is going to be the better way to see the size as well. But there you can see it's about 1.25 inches from top to bottom, including the bail. And yes, that's all platinum. So this is where you go. You get it. You grab it, you make it yours, and then of course, it's fun to have an opal in your collection. Is always so much fun because it tends to pick up more of what you're wearing. Now, it looks like a really purple base, doesn't it? The stone has a very purple base to it. Then you see bright yellows, so tough to find. Bright reds, always, you know how tough it is to find the reds. But even as I just move it subtly, oranges, yellows, blues, greens, purples, it's the entire rainbow in one great stone. We'll go back to the wheel. You're getting the chain with it, that's free. You're getting this incredible stone. I don't know if you're ready for this because nobody's on the phone lines yet, and you're probably assuming, and it's a right assumption, $89.99, not gonna be. And remember what you're getting, so much importance to this. Look at that, that's some serious platinum setting. Look how that's done, isn't that cool, the way they did this? So you've actually got, are they really intending? I don't know if that's big enough for a chain. Yeah, I would say for a minute I thought maybe they're intending to put a chain through the middle of it, but not really. It's really just about giving you that support system behind it so it sits evenly on the neckline. I don't have anyone on the phone lines yet. Not a single person. I want to wow you here. It's our Thursday. We've got 1 hour and 45 minutes left, and this is something we don't see. Let me just shock you a little bit with this one. I'm going to do something to do an experiment. And we're going to reward that person who is first and fastest on the phone lines. Because you and I know this should not drop a penny below $89.99, and it's about to. And every color, every rainbow effect you see overtake one another from this view right now, guess what? It gets way better when you see it in person. Even though we've tried to darken our lights here a little bit, it still is not holding true to what you're going to see as far as the beauty is concerned when you see it in real life. Trust me when I tell you, I get to look at these away from the hot lights of the studio and in it. And you can't quite imagine all the beauty of the opal until you see it at home. And it's not going to be $8,000, $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000 or $4,000 or $3,000. It's not even $29.99. This is the magic happening right here. It's the way we reward those one-of-a-kind shoppers with one-of-a-kind jewelry by also giving you the value that is second to none. It's not even $2,500. This is going to be, I've had how many items sell today where I've sold it at one price and then I took the price lower. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those. And you can say sold at any point in time, but I'm still going to make sure you get the best deal out there. It's not even $25 or $24.99. Just say sold. It's going to go. We know when a value is a value, and that is a Lightning Ridge 4.5 carat plus. And it looks double that, so it's going to look like a 9 carater, and you get the chain with it for free, and it's platinum too. And I'm not even asking for 24, 23, 22. Let's keep going. $21.99. I will make this the best value possible. It's not even $2,000 bucks. How about $1,999 with the chain? $1,999 to get it to one of you tonight. That's as simple as I can make that right there and now. That is amazing value, and we'll see who's got it. All right, so coming up, the butterfly earrings are here. We do have a new Congolese, by the way, and then I do have pink tourmaline. It's copper bearing, though. And we did also, you know, speaking of copper bearing, we brought out a Paraíba in the blues and greens. That is one of my, I don't know, I grabbed every Paraíba for a customer yesterday and took photographs of each and every one of them. And I'll tell you, I don't know where this one came from, but I know what the Carat 31s are selling for right now, and I literally had $8,000 and $9,000 price tags. I'm going to make you a better deal on one. Yes? Oh, it's gone? Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you so much. That is sold. All right, next we get to show you. And don't forget, by the way, here's the ruby for $9.99. There's the ruby. We can bring the lights back up. We kind of darkened the whole set here just to show you the opal or to try. Let me go ahead and give you a really good look at a tourmaline. That's our Congolese green blue right there. Just want to remind you that ruby is only going to be $9.99. So if you missed that a few minutes ago, that is a good one of our better values that's sitting here. And then we also do have, I've got a great diamond stud earring that we're going to show you in about 10 minutes. I'm going to be a little bit insisting here. I think it's the earring everybody should have. I really do. As long as you have your ears pierced, I think everybody should have the earring that we're going to present in 10 minutes. And then I just needed to bring this out. One of the rarest tanzanites I can bring you. It's not Blue Wing Block D. It's even more rare. Do I have a trillion lover in the crowd tonight? Because if you are, like me, a trillion lover, this is an automatic. It's item number 112-3842, one of a kind again. And this is the Peacock Tanzanite. We call it that because it's got a lot of blues, purples, greens, and blues together in the same stone. And it gets all those colors because of what didn't happen in the stone. How amazing is this? It's a 3 carat 57, unheated, untreated, zoisite, tanzanite, call it what you want. It's all the same thing. You have blues, greens, aqua tones together. You have pink and white diamonds as well. That's going to be your double halo. And look at the pizzazz this stone gives you. There's even a little bit of a pink element to it as well. And then you've got the pink diamonds, 19 points there. The white diamonds around that, 72 points there. So you're getting a lot of great diamond weight. And we're so excited to bring it to you. Do you see the greens? It's really like through the core all the way to the points of the stone. That looks so, so good. Very special ring. One of a kind, of course, and that's a 357. But you got to keep in mind that from a number standpoint, you know how rare all tanzanites are in that they're one source. I mean, I know it's kind of ubiquitous in the jewelry world now. You see it everywhere, and nobody's kind of, you know, we're not impressed anymore by just the presence of tanzanite. We're really impressed by the color. But in this case, it's not one color. It's not two colors. It's multiple colors that we're used to seeing here. Blue Wing Block D, which gives us blue and purple and red. This is where you're getting blues, lavenders, greens, aqua tones, and pinks, because it's all natural. Every other tanzanite, yes, including Blue Wing Block Ds, other Block Ds elsewhere, and then the Block Cs that are lighter, because I think a lot of people make the mistake of seeing our unheated and think, okay, so now I know when I see the light lavender material elsewhere, that's unheated. No, it's not. That still is heated typically. It's just a matter of that material didn't have the opportunity this did to give all these colors, which naturally is rare. So you're getting a zoisite that's displaying multiple colors in one. Let's take a look at it here. And then you've got the trillion cutting, which is dazzling. You've got the great mounting, and it's only one, and we're going to finally go. I love this. It's got a new markdown because I've been looking at this at $69.99 for what seems like forever. And now we get to really, really wow you. Unheated, that's the end result. This is so much more rare. And you know our exclusive Blue Wing Block Ds are otherwise the more rare of the zoisite and tanzanite world. But this is even more so. On a numbers game, the percentage you get out there is teeny tiny. And for it to be able to deliver all those colors in one and look like that and be that size where it really stretches with the ring across the hand, we'll make it easy. First caller, first collector. $2,499 for what I think a lot of people are still really new to and really don't totally understand, because even here we see them so seldom. But that's the key here, is that you've got blues, greens, pinks all together here in one fabulous stone, and that's thanks to no heating, none. Whereas almost every other tanzanite, blue wing or the lighter material, the block C's, the block D's, and the blue wings all get heat treatment to bring out their best maximum saturation and their best neons. This is where it's just beautiful on its own. And as a result, it is a more rare gem. It is a more fine example, and it's certainly great for the collectors to be able to get. If you don't have one yet and you consider yourself a tanzanite lover, please, 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 at some point, maybe it doesn't need to be this stone, but at some point, if you see one unheated stone that you love, grab it for your collection because they are ultra rare. There really hasn't been, the operations in Tanzania have changed over the years, but there really hasn't been too many windows or moments in mining altogether since the late 60s where the material has been left untreated. So that's why you see them so seldom out across the jewelry world and gem trade. So that's our one and only there, $24.99. Who's going to get it? And of course, to add the pink and the white diamonds around it, that is sold. Congratulations. And then I did want to show you, we do have the pink tourmaline here that's copper content. So speaking of more rarity here, this one also, well, I only have had 2 of these. And now we're looking at the 3-carat Paraíba, but really we have to be really correct here and call it copper bearing or Cuprian albite because it's actually going to be 112-39-43. This is that stone that, despite its color looking more almost like a pink or a rubellite tourmaline, is actually still copper bearing. That's really important. It's item number 3943, so that's a 112 number, and it's a 3-carat 01. Don't see many of the copper bearing stones at all. You know what happens when we see the blue greens that get into that size, right? You know what happens. The blue greens in a 3-carat size, you better have $70,000 or more set aside for those. Here we are looking at again, this is kind of like our tanzanite deal. We usually bring blue wings. We brought the unheated's more rare. Well, in copper bearing, you usually bring the blue greens. They're pretty expensive on their own. They're pretty rare. But this one is more rare. So you've got another collector's opportunity in which I'm going to discount it down. And that's really the ticket here, is that it's not going to cost a fortune like it should, because you know how tourmalines are. And when you get a 3-carat, I don't care what color it is, but this is one of the more rare ones. The more common that we see here are the blues and the greens together, those mixes and matches of the neon blue greens. That's not what this is. We've had a couple lavenders. We've had a couple just pure greens, which you have loved. Now we're bringing out the pink, which is not just any classic pink either. It's got that really bright, it's partly the clarity of the stone, let's be real. It's a 3-carat that's also really clean, but it's also a more, almost like magenta color. It almost feels like it's not a light pink, it's not a bubblegum pink. Come on over and take a look at it. And we're gonna show you, yeah, it's got more purple pink to it, doesn't it? It's really lovely. And it's a square cushion cut. It's the split shank, 85 points in diamonds, halo around it. And then let's take a look at this on the hand, and definitely let me know, Tim, if you know who got that fabulous trillion. Thanks, Peter, so much. Enjoy. Peter got our trillion unheated, but look at that. There's some raspberry razzle dazzle for you. That looks awfully good. And now we're ready to go. Huge value. You waiting for it? It's an $89.99 opportunity. We're going to make this a lot better right now. And look how just individually it sits, and it looks like a round from a distance. I like to point that out. It doesn't just look like necessarily a basic cushion. It has that feeling of the round. Of course, we squared off the diamond halo to really emphasize that. $89.99, it will not be. We're going to blow it out. Does anybody want our collector's Paraíba? Well, again, we usually wait and call, again, GIA said after years and years of debate, they said, well, let's reserve the blues, greens, and purples for the Paraíba moniker, but honestly, this has a lot of purple to it as well. So there's a lot of folks that would say that's a pinky purple, and I agree. It definitely is, you know, classic pink is a little different. Classic pink is more like that color, right? This is more of that purple pink, so you've got that there. Anyway, it's on the borderline, and if you want to call it Paraíba, a lot of people would, but here's what we'll do. Either way, super rare, because the key is it has the copper content. And the best part is, it's not going to be $89.99. It's a new reduced price of $3,999. Thank you so much. Oh, this is good. A ruby for Mary. We've got a ruby request for you coming up. Had this the other day. We'll show Mary, and thank you so much. Hi, MTG. I don't know who MTG is, but thank you for the nice, kind words. And hi, Ariana. Thank you. I'll see if we have any studs that are pink. Let me see if we have anything. You know what? Would we be able to check, Wayne, and see? Ariana's looking for either alexandrite or pink studs. Can we see if we have anything like that in the back? Thank you so much. All right, so Mary wants to see this beautiful ruby from the other day. It's item number 1124338. Let me know who's got the pinky purple Cooperian, and then here we go. This is the ruby with the, I always look at this and see a little, almost like a frilly kind of bow. It looks like very feminine to me. Just the way those baguettes, and they're tapered, the way the tapered baguettes are set around it is really pretty, I think. And then you've got something simple but elegant but really elevated at the same time. Now it is our 105 ruby from Burma. It's in platinum setting with 25 points in those baguettes. And you know what? It's only $9.99. That's the deal. And I haven't zoomed in yet, but I want to try it on the hand before I do here. And let me see. Oh yeah, this one I should be able to fit on the hand here. It looks small, but there you go. Did she like that one? Perfect. Thanks, Mary, so much. That's what it looks like on the hand. Ariana, we're working on your request, by the way. Thanks to Wayne. He's helping us out with that. And then let's go ahead and just get to the butterfly earrings really quickly. I did have the ring to match yesterday, which actually, I feel like maybe the ring is still here. So if you do want to see the double butterfly ring that we had yesterday, and maybe you missed the show on a Wednesday, we can bring it out. But look at these earrings that we have. Very large butterfly earrings, first of all. They are post and butterfly backs. 1121308 is your item number here, and they are very special. These are the 18 karat gold as well, so we're going to stay with some 18 karat yet again. Thanks, Mary, so much. And get requests in. We would love to know what you're looking to find here tonight, and we'd love to bring it on out for you before we get to our bottom of the hour, which is coming up. And then, of course, we have a top of the hour, which is also amazing, and we do have Mandarin garnet stud earrings tonight as well that are bigger, so that's going to be coming, and also a huge aquamarine is here. Lots and lots to get to, but the butterflies are here now. So let's talk 91 points in. Yeah, Tony, I have a different carat weight here. I have 70 on the baguettes, but I have 91 on the rounds. So yeah, just probably a simple, have most of these items, have you guys seen all these items before? Is this basically a whole Friday show here? Because I feel like I have not had these, but then they come up. So, but we'll just correct that information. 91 points in the baguettes, 70 points in the rounds. And here we go, 18 karat gold. Want to show you the size. It is a centered post. So there's going to be basically the post is right behind the body of the butterfly. So right down the middle. And what I love to do with a butterfly design is they're meant to be upright, but you can easily do that or do that and kind of let them fly off and that diagonal angle from the ear, which is going to be, I think, really pretty. Considering they're so large, you may want to do that. And then here's what the measurement is going to be. They are going to give you from top to bottom. That wingspan is going to be, well, top to bottom wingspan is 3/4 of an inch. It should be about the same if you go across the way with that wingspan, and actually just a tad more like 7/8 of an inch at the widest point. I'll pop one on the ear because that's going to be the best way to see it, but center post, butterfly backing, yeah, a true literal butterfly backing in this case. And here's what we'll do. Great value, new markdown. Gotta love what we're doing on the deals tonight, don't we? Here's what they look like from a distance away, just so you can see how they're gonna look. And I placed it near, and certainly I just kind of angled it a bit just because I like that kind of flared out style so that you can see how it's gonna go. If you do wanna have them kind of flare out and kind of fly away from the face, you can do that, or certainly you can go completely up and down if you want to as well, or position them more in, like they're flying in towards the cheekbone there. But either way, it's a fabulous earring. It's large, so that's what's gonna, you're not gonna get that design lost in the shuffle there. It's a really nice size. But again, there's a whole need for a great big button style earring that's got some personality, and this definitely does. Let's take another look up close and let's see what we can do for you. How about $49.99? I do not love. And boy, those baguettes really do a number on the shine, don't they? They really give off that rainbow reflection we like to see. Don't think that the baguettes can't do what diamonds do when we're talking around brilliance. They can and they will, and they're striking. They're some of my absolute favorites for the way that they gleam in the light. And we're gonna make this easy. They are 18 karat gold, keep that in mind. So high purity on your gold level here, best of the best. And we're gonna make them just, you know what, I'm just gonna scrap this whole $24.99 thing and do better right now. You're not even paying $19.99. Even better value happening right now, one caller, that's it, stays in the white gold as they are, and we're gonna make them $1,888 only, first caller situation. Remember what I told you about the bottom of the hour? We're about to bring diamond studs. Diamond studs, but better. I call these the DS BBs because they're the diamond studs, but better. We do studs all the time, and you guys have seen them a million times over. The one everybody wants at this point is what we're about to bring out next. It's kind of like our huggies we had earlier. We don't see them all the time. So that's one way to go ultra designer high end with your earrings. Here's another way to go. That is classic, giftable. We're still in that season of seeing people, celebrations, things to do, places to go, maybe vacations to take. Here is the earring you want to have by your side every step of the way. And I mean truly on the sides where everyone, I really do think that the most important piece of jewelry you can wear arguably is your earring, because that is what so often people are going to notice very first thing, right? You make a lot of times, the saying goes, a lot of people say, well, I make handbag contact before I make eye contact. And that's the case with me. But also, let's face it, if you are truly meeting someone face to face, what you see jewelry wise is their earrings. So I think it's so vital to have a really important pair of earrings in your collection. And maybe it's just going to be the one you invest into that you have as your go-to every day, because there's 3 basic categories of earrings. It's studs, it's hoops, and it's drops. And this is where it is truly a stud, but it's better, because we typically see a single center stone and a round brilliant on its own. Well, this item number is actually 1120882, and what this gives you, immediately the look like you have this huge diameter in a stud earring. I'm going to just tell you real quick here that this is one that I have to really recommend, even though it's a diamond piece, which usually we have a little more quantity on. Yes, that's the case. But I would still not wait on these. Treat this earring special like you would a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry here, simply for the fact that these are not going to last. We don't have as many as I'd like to have. And I've had these in the past. They've had a couple of earrings before, but they're never earrings that stick around, because they're truly some of our most classic, iconic earrings, but they're also just a really, really good value. And that's how it breaks down. It's the way they look on that's the most impressive, because they're so important, really. They give you, remember, with that center stone, you got 64 points there. It means 32 and 32 in each ear. That's 1/3 of a carat. That's a big diamond. But the fact is, beyond that, it's going to give you another 42 points in the diamond halos. So what your eye sees when anybody looks at your earring, they see that overall diameter that is created by what? The diamond and the halo. So you're looking overall at what would be equivalent to wearing about a 3-carat diamond in each ear. Have you priced 6-carat total weight diamond studs? Because they are not inexpensive, even if you're looking at a so-so quality. If you want VS quality, well, forget about it, right? The price of several homes. Here's what we're going to do, where you're getting a carat 06 in diamonds, a classic look. Yes, I'm going to try them on because they are not small, and you have no way right now of gauging how big or small they are until I really put them up to the ear. That's when you see and can appreciate how beautiful and bold they are. And that centered post and butterfly backing that's going to give you, so there, I love that they sit low profile. This isn't that huge, like Frankenstein bolt of an earring that sits way up off the ear, that's catching and everything, and hair's getting tangled, and you can't, that's not something you're looking for with an earring that you want that's fine quality. This is what you're getting. Full diameter here at about 3/8 of an inch is your diameter overall. Think about if that was one single stone, and to be honest with you, it's doing something better than one stone can, because there's a lot more dispersion and brilliance to this diamond earring than one single round brilliant. That's a fact. But it's also the look like it's one huge stone that would be very, very expensive if you were embarking on that journey. We are going to allow, and this is one that's giftable, you are still, keep in mind, getting VS quality through and through. That means the center stones are VS. It means the side stones are VS. That's what it looks like on a primary piercing. I think, yes, you could if you want to stack it up the ear. I think you probably have room to do that in a second or a third perhaps, but I really think these are designed primarily to be in the primary piercing, just like you see there. Looks great. They're just really beautifully bright, aren't they? And that's thanks to that VS diamond material all the way throughout. Let's go back to the wheel. We're going to make sure these are going to be gone. We've only got a couple of pairs to go around. That is crucial to dial in as soon as you can. All VS quality all the way through. Not even going to be, though, you know the 1 carats we do? They give you a smaller look. Are $19.99. I've had them so many times through the years, and you know what? Kudos to TVON for never having changed the price over the years. But I think a lot of people don't want the 1 carat studs because they look a little basic. And let's face it, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm a big diamond girl. You guys, most of you, you know me, right? I'm a big diamond girl. I like the biggest diamond I can get. I'm never gonna shy away from a bigger stone, but I'm gonna tell you something. I would take those earrings over the 1 carats we do all day long. I'm gonna make a bigger, bolder statement. I would take this earring pair over the 2-carat diamond studs that we do, which are, by the way, 1 carat in each ear. I would take this over it, and I'm going to tell you why. There's a higher luxury look to these because of the way they're set. I'll be honest with you, and I think you're the same way. If somebody shows me their diamond stud, I can't tell without really truly invading their personal space. I cannot tell if those diamonds are faux or synthetic or lab grown or real, because there's a lot of great dupes out there. But I'm going to tell you something. When I see an earring like this in this type of setting, it immediately reads to me as high-end designer jewelry, the real deal in diamonds, not some faux, because you rarely see the costume pieces done this way. This is about quality. This setting invokes that thought of high-end, couture, designer jewelry, the kind that you would spend easily. You could spend $40,000, $50,000 for this pair of earrings somewhere else. Now what are we doing? We're making it better than even $19.99, which would give you that elite look. They're wonderful to try. You're still getting well over a carat in your diamond earrings. So your carat weight is bigger than our 1 carat studs because you've got 106, and you get a bigger look. That's not going to cost you more. It's going to cost you less. You get more dispersion. I literally could do a whole collegiate dissertation on why these earrings should be your go-to even over a stud in any size, because that's how passionate I feel about this setting, this style, the go-tos like the extra brilliance you're going to get, and they're not even $1,500. And they're great giftables because who doesn't want a diamond stud? And if you're thinking, well, I'm not sure, she might have a diamond stud. But does she have this setting? Does she have VS quality? Does she have the 106 carat weight that's going to be the wow factor that's really going to show up in the ear and not be that microscopic little stud? It's not $1,500. We have 2 people on the phone lines. We have 5 pairs of earrings. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, there are 5 pairs. I was going to refrain from saying that just because I don't want you to think you can't get one. But if you call really quickly, like 2 of our shoppers already have, you're going to have that real good first dibs, because it's not $15, $14.99, $13.99. This is the earring everybody should have. Now, if you already have them and you're wearing them right now, then you're probably exempt from this deal. If you don't, if you need a great gift idea, if you want to wow somebody this birthday, this anniversary, this what have you, any celebration, it wouldn't be too early here at the end of June to shop for Christmas time holiday when you're talking about an earring that is this popular and this affordable. But it's also not even $13.99. That's why you got to have them. White, yellow, rose will still offer all 3 gold colors, but this is the earring, and I don't say this often because it's fine jewelry. This is not life or death. This is not something you need to have. But I'll tell you, when you get luxury at a great, great value, it really means that you strike when the iron's hot, you go for these values when they're presented, you get them for gifting and really wow your recipient. And I'm not even asking for $13 or $12.99. We've got to make sure they go, and they will. And it's not going to be $12. They're not $11. They're not $10.99. And now, yeah, they might be sold out here in the next couple of seconds because already 2 pairs gone with more calls coming in. And this is the earring to have. I'm telling you right now, and I mean this wholeheartedly and sincerely, I'll take them over our 2 carat studs, which by the way cost $7 grand here. I can bring them out if you want to see them, but we have 2 carat studs that are $7,000, or you can get what I tell you is the preference. It's my preference, and I think it's just a better look, and it's a bigger look, and it's more sparkle. That's a non-debatable issue, and they're not even $1,000. We're making them $9.99 and selling them out right now, so you got to get them. And whether you are, I mean, I know it's June, but if you want to, I mean that truly, if you want to set them aside for holidays at the end of the year, you just don't know if you're going to get this chance again for these earrings. So take advantage of them now while we have an incredible deal. It's under $1,000 for an earring you're going to wear every single day. That's the beauty of it. You wear them, you put them on once, you're probably going to leave them on for weeks at a time, take them off every now and then, give them a good scrub-a-dub and clean them up, and then show all that brilliance. But already, so 3 pairs now gone. It leaves us with 2 left. It is go time. This is last call. I mean, honestly, I don't tell you very often to just like get this, like you have to have it. It's fine jewelry. But on this style, if you're a jewelry lover, if you have ears pierced, you have got to try these earrings. I recommend them over our much more expensive studs that we do all the time. And I think you guys agree. This is the way to get them. $9.99, I gotta give them 60 seconds because Tim's got a pair, you've got a pair, you've got a pair. So we literally have 2 left. Now, if Jess is getting a pair, it leaves us with 1 pair left, which we may be at. So that is final call already. That's why your 54 seconds are up and you gotta dial in quickly. Got to get them. I love them in the white. I don't think you have to change a thing. But we know that there are some people that are dedicated to just one color of gold or another, so that's why we offer you the options. But if you need yellow, if you need rose, that's a complimentary change on the house. You take them, you love them, you get them at 35 seconds left. This is it. Gotta try them. They don't go lower than that price tag. It's really amazing, and you're getting a carat 06. I mean, there's nobody in this world that has to work so hard to sell diamonds as we do, because honestly, it's if I stood outside, and I know this is not legal, so that's why I don't do it, but if I stood outside of a jewelry store, pick one, pick Harry or Tiff or whoever you want on Rodeo Drive, and I had these earrings for $9.99, I would quickly have a miles-long line around many, many blocks. It'd go down Rodeo, then it'd make a turn on Wilshire, then it'd go down Cannon, and it'd be literally everyone lined up clamoring for these earrings, because there is no such thing like this. You don't find values like this on the real deal. Hey, we don't do lab grown. I know we're one of the few left in the world now that don't do lab grown. Even De Beers, I mean, everybody's doing lab grown. It's shocking what's happening. We are giving you the VS quality in the real deal, what's at the end of the day worth something, and you've got them for $9.99. Do not let my little prices fool you. These are quality that I am proud to offer. I am proud to wear. I would never present anything. There are pieces I don't present, believe it or not. There are pieces I reject. If I wouldn't wear it, I don't try to offer it to you. I just don't. And I'll tell you right now, if you are the finest, like you are insistent and a stickler, and you only want the very best in diamonds, try those earrings. You cannot go wrong. Diamonds, real deal, VS stones, that kind of price. It's amazing. 2 Congolese tourmalines are here. One has a many, many thousands of dollars markdown, so I'm going to go with that one. We have a new one that's more green. I have this one, which is blue-green in a bridge, and I think this price reduction probably got superimposed from something else, because this is not right. Let me show you our Congolese emerald cut, and then we are going to have to do something special with a yellow diamond, but this is just hot. That's just hot. Sorry. That's just like, I don't know if we need to censor this, Tony. Do we need to put like a black bar over it? I feel like I shouldn't even be showing this on TV. It feels indecent. It's just so stinking hot. That stone is gorgeous. And it's 112-4109. Look at that. Blues and greens, you got them. See, here's the difference. I have a stone that's new tonight, but it's pretty much green. See that? There's a difference. It's subtle, but there's a big difference when you get the blues and the greens like you're seeing right here. Emerald cut, showing that off. It's item number 112-4109. What can I bring out for you tonight, too? Let me know so we can just go ahead and go back to the vaults and scurry back and see if we can find something for you. But look how beautiful that ring is. One of a kind, and I promise you this discount should not go with this ring. But I am more than proud to give you this opportunity. 484 is the size, 111 is the diamond weight in the bridge. One pair left of those diamond studs still, so go ahead and take them if you love them. But here we are. Talking about the cleanest. I mean, it's so clean. You can see those diamonds right through the middle. You see those, right? That's why we put it in the bridge. That's not just for fun. We don't build the gold of 3 rings just for fun. We want to show off the clarity. And look at that. The step facets that go north and south that are running perpendicular to the diamonds that run underneath it. I love those views. Those views where you're looking through the side of your stone and seeing those diamonds. Tell me the bridge isn't just cool, right? That is just a good looking ring. Here's what it looks like on the hand. This drop in price is so nuts. Started at $69.99. I remember that day. And here I was the dummy that thought it'd go at $69.99, and I thought, oh no, I'm at TVON. I forgot. Temporarily, I went blank. I forgot you guys are insistent on better values. This isn't retail. This isn't wholesale. You need better. We need to beat everybody out there. We need to beat the TV guys out there. We got to beat them all, and we will. Anybody thinking about this one so far? You want to get a little jump start on this fabulous piece? I warned you, there's a really interesting drop here that I can promise you was not supposed to go with this ring. But I'll be more than happy and proud to give you this opportunity. We have one, let's blow it out. Yes, you can change it to yellow gold. Yes, you can change it to rose gold. You get to decide. There are goldens coming through. Yes, greens, blues, aquas, but golden colors too? It is crazy cool. This is thanks to that emerald cut, and just certain stones are more powerful than others. This one is a winner. Nobody's on the lines yet. Okay, so I have to do this, this discounting first. I'm going to make you a believer. I'm going to make you believe in me. Because when I tell you something's too low, I only do this every single day. And for years and years and years, when I look at it and it's too low, then that should be telling you right then and there, if you like it, you get it on the phone lines, because it is not going to last. We have a lot of people that know and understand value really, really well. So you know as well as I do, if this is something you're thinking about, you go for it right now. It's not even $69.99. Half of that at $35 is so good. We're taking it lower than that. I just can't say enough about the 484s. You know where they typically go. It's usually, to get a price as low as where we're taking this one, you usually have to go to the 1 or the 2 carats. You don't usually get 5 carats. It's one of our bigger Congolese stones. It certainly is. You've seen it. Certain ones bring you more green. Most of them at this point have more green, which a lot of you are not maybe as keen to, because you really like that it looks like Paraiba, right? So you want the blues and the greens together. That's what this is giving. And it's not even $35 or $34.99, just the one in the Carat 11 diamond bridge, which is fabulous. And it's not going to be $3,499. Blowout time. It's here, guys. We're ready. We're blowing it out for $2,999. And did you get diamond earrings there? No? 1 pair left still? Okay, still have 1 pair left. All right. Who got yours, Wayne? Shirley, thank you so much. Tim, did you get a pair of diamond earrings as well? Who got yours? Who was it? Brad. Hi, Brad. Thank you. Jess, did you get a pair of diamond earrings? Oh, Betty got a pair too. Thank you, guys. And I'm missing somebody, but I don't know. They left the room, so we'll find out later who got those. All right, so $29.99. 1 pair left of the diamond earrings. This Congolese blue-green is here at the moment. I think 30 seconds will probably do it, Tone. What do you think? 30 final seconds. And then if you want the blue and green tourmaline, I got it. How about a big blue sapphire? Oh, that's not a very nice noise, is it? Oh, oh. It was kind of giving me Lucille Ball vibes there for a minute, right? Not quite as, yeah. I'm not going to attempt to do that, but she's only my TV idol. But I'm going to show you something here. And yes, you've got it. Thank you. Let me show you this sapphire. I only went, ooh, because of the price. Ooh, ooh. It's been a minute since I've seen 5 figures on a price tag, and I don't really want to see it. I don't want to see 5 figures. I don't like seeing $15,999, but it's a really good sapphire. Hey, listen, it's not going to be $16,000 unless it is a really good sapphire. And this is a really good sapphire. Thank you so much on the Congolese. Enjoy it. Well, all these one-of-a-kinds tonight, as usual. So we got to make up for some lost time here, and we really got to make sure we move a lot of one-of-a-kinds. So here's what I'm thinking. If I can just make this $15,999, it's item number 2212. If I can make this really affordable, would you be interested? Sapphire, royal blue color. Now, I like to always point out, because sapphires don't usually look like this, the sapphires have a downfall when it comes to clarity and opacity. The problem is usually they are opaque, and that's okay. I'm not here to tell you that that's not a rare and valuable sapphire. I don't want you to feel bad if you're looking down at your ring on your hand and you're going, oh yeah, my sapphire is opaque. If you can't see through it, that's the norm. That's typical. That's normal. Blue sapphires especially don't usually have any transparency. This one does, and it's a carat 12, and it's 99 points in the bridge. So this is a little bit more narrow than that last bridge we brought. Of course, it also is suited for an oval, not a cushion cut or not an emerald cut like we just saw in that Congolese stone. But I got a value, and it's supposed to be $15,999. So full transparency, like the stone is, all I'm doing is being like the stone here. I'm following the theme here. I'm going to take this really low before our top of the hour ever gets here. And you know, we're 8 minutes away, and we have that yellow diamond and our blue wing block D Museum Reserve Emerald Cut looming, waiting in the wings here. This stone is hot. It looks like, and this is weird to say because blue sapphires aren't in the neon category. You know how we see like Mahenge spinels and blue wing block Ds that are like neon and they're bright and you can kind of dim the light and they still glow. That's not what a blue sapphire is intended to do. I feel like with this stone, if you touched it, like it would be hot to the touch because it looks like it's just glowing. It's alive with color and transparency. that we don't normally get with sapphires. And that's not to say that those sapphires that are hazy or milky or opaque or midnight blues that kind of look like the midnight sky behind me, that's not to say that those aren't valuable or expensive. They are. Thai sapphires and Kanchanaburi sapphires are what they're called typically, right? All these sapphires that are more normal, they're all really expensive stones. So what happens is when you get Ceylon royal blue, like Sri Lankan material like this is, and it's glowing the way this is, it's supposed to be $16,000. I just know from going through 2 hours tonight, it's not going to sell at $16,000, and that is the goal here. So let's take it lower, and we'll get your white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. And I know we don't have a lot of sapphires like this, so this is going to be a little tougher. I know that. I already know that. We don't bring blue sapphires every day. We can go through show after show, week after week, month after month, and not see blue sapphires like this. So it's a hugely important moment, especially if you really want a nice discount. It's a coming. And you don't even have to pay $59.99. I just love to save $10,000 because I don't know where else we get to do that. Saving $10,000 just like that, and then leaving it at $59.99 for it to sit here? I don't think so. I'm going to go even lower. Change it to yellow, change it to rose, do what you wish. But there is a sizzle quality. There is something really unique about this stone. And it's all about the color. It is glowing. It is neon, really. It just is glowing like a neon stone would. But it's not a term we use with blue sapphires ever. I'm going to blow it out right now. I hope we have somebody on the phone lines thinking about it, or I hope we have someone thinking about dialing. Because we know when this price gets down to it, and it's not going to last. No way. No way, no possible way. I'm going to make moves here. We got 6 minutes till the top of the hour. I'm letting this one go. Got to. Out of everything we've had in the last 2 hours of airtime, and we got some good ones. We got some pieces that are still hanging out here too. It's not too late. If you have any inquiries or questions about anything, something you're thinking about, let us know what it is. But $59.99, not even. Not $49.99, not $39.99. You can just call right in. September's birthstone, of course, but it's the classic. We think of blue sapphires first. A lot of people think sapphires are always blue. When you guys know better, you know there's padparashas and yellows and purples and orange stones and pinks and all these great colors. It's really the rainbow is represented in the sapphire family. But this is that ideal level of the blues that we just don't normally see, right? That ideal color. There's so much about what is a colored stone's number one priority. What is number one? It's color. You want color over everything else. Color is more important than even the size of your stone or the cut of your stone or anything else. That's what you got here. That's really the headline moment here with this one. And then, of course, the great diamonds we surround it with, and I got nobody at $39.99. Then let madness ensue. I'm not even asking for $2,999. It's got to go, and it will. Silly low is what I would call this one. TVON price, no, that's really $16,000. This is my silly low Thursday night into the show is near price. That's what this is. And apparently I'm not done discounting because it's still here. It's not going to be 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. Now we're talking. Now something really special is happening. I wish I could show you how many blue sapphires that I don't show you, just because I don't think they're the very, very, very best. Or if it is semi-opaque or just a little translucent and then there's a price tag like 20 grand, I just don't think the value's there. But that's the reality of what it takes to get sapphires like this. We're not even doing $22.99. The fact there's still nobody on the phone lines here is a bit staggering. We are now 3.5 minutes away from the top of the hour. This is going to be gone before the top of the hour gets here, 100%. I can guarantee it. It's going to be so gone. It's going to be out of here, and it's going to be really that important piece that somebody's going to walk away feeling very proud that they got on the phone lines to get it and beat everybody else out to it, because it's not 22 and it's not 21. This is where I should remind you that we make that bridge mounting here, in-house, in our state-of-the-art facilities where we manufacture all this jewelry by hand every day. So that mounting by itself, the 99 points in diamonds in that bridge, goes for far more than what I'm asking right now. The blue sapphire is so relevant, but really irrelevant when it comes to the pricing. That's all I can say about it. Now we're lower than the price of the mounting by itself. So now you don't even have to pay $21.99. You're not even paying $2,099. We're trying to move it. We're going to get you your gold color, of course, your size, shipped to your door for free. You get to check it out, decide if you like it, then return it if you don't. But there's no way. You gotta love the stone. If you don't, then okay, sapphires are not something for you. But if you maybe think the same thing I do, and if blue sapphire is not something that typically is all that appealing, it's probably because you haven't seen the best quality out there yet. And that's really what we're seeing right here, right now. And it's not $2,000 either. It's only $19.99. First caller. Good luck on that one. It'll take us to our top of the hour. One short hour left. We have Mandarin garnet earrings. We have the big yellow diamond piece. Oh, the yellow diamond is amazing. And I got a lot of emails today from people who missed the pear shape last night, which did go. So we thought, well, let's just bring out the most similar item we have and wow you with the value. So we're going to do that coming up. Love it. And it's an oval, which, you know, ovals look big just like pear shapes do, so it's going to look more like a 2 carat when it's not. So that's exciting. Why are we leaving this one here? We can't do that. $19.99 on that sapphire is everything. And of course, this is the finishing. You can, oh, that's what I should have been showing. Look at the color from the inside, from the back of the stone. My most challenging stones to sell are sapphires and rubies. And everyone always asks, why would that be? I've heard of them before. Aren't you more challenged to sell the rare Paraibas and the Sillimanites and the Weens that nobody's ever seen before? And actually, the truth is no. It's these rubies and sapphires because you know why? They are everywhere. They're everywhere else. And so everybody's kind of just dumping them into one category, pretending they're all the same quality. When you're watching TVON, it's not the same quality that you see in all the stores. So even if you see a sapphire that's like $300, it's not going to be the same quality. If it's a $16,000 ring here, as it should be, that's the kind of level that you would find in a retail store, a high-end retail store, for about $100,000. That's the kind of value basis we operate on. So it's a very different thing when you're shopping here. So just want to make sure you're aware. That is a very important finishing on the inside. The great color that's glowing through the back side of the stone looks amazing. And then there it is. Up front, up close and personal. So $19.99 gets it to you. We haven't done an auction all night. Is that really like 2 hours in? Haven't done one. I do have scheduled here this yellow diamond. New mounting, but the good news is it's classic. We have 10 seconds till we officially bring it out. Top of the hour's here, and it's our last hour of Thursday, which means it's also the last hour a lot of you see us till Saturday morning. So here's the thing. I would recommend getting requests in if you have them. Getting any requests to recap any item that you want to see again. That's important too. And so here we go with our big yellow diamond. Let's take a look at this one. This is super important. And it's the oval stone. I told you we went on a big dissertation yesterday on the fact that the ovals and the pear shapes look a lot larger in a lot of cases than any other shape. Here is the oval. Now this mounting may look familiar because it's basically the newer style mounting we're doing that is still bringing you classics, but with a very, very large diamond weight. Let me get you acquainted with 112-4507, which is here and now. It is our 1 carat oval VS yellow diamond. It looks like a 2. Kid you not. This is exactly what we saw yesterday with a pear shape. Our pear shape was a 101. This is 1 point smaller. 1 point, not a big deal, but it's also a carat 73 in diamonds around it. So, same thing. Do you remember? And some of you I know did because you may be caught up with the show a little bit later, realize that, oh, there was a pear shape and a new mounting. I loved it. Well, here's what we're going to do on this one. It's the same style, except it's obviously tailored to an oval. It's got the same double row on the sides, leading into the one bigger stone that then leads into this massive double halo. And that is, think about it, you're getting a carat and 3/4 in diamond weight, almost. Welcome to the show. If you're just tuning in, glad you're with us tonight. It's a Thursday. We're live from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 59 minutes left in the show. So as we introduce you to the yellow diamond du jour, let me really say that it is the yellow diamond du monde, because it really is the one that you should own out of everything. And we've been really good about bringing yellow diamonds on a pretty daily basis in recent years, and that's been lovely to do. We are running out of them, especially the 1 carat sizes. You probably heard in the retail world, yeah, they're crazy. You're having trouble finding, I know you guys tell me this, you're having trouble finding the real natural stones, i.e. most of it's either lab grown Or if it's a real diamond, it got some treatment to get the yellow color. That's not the situation here. This is natural from the earth in that color. That's so important. And it's a VS quality. So all that color you see is natural. One other thing you might not realize is that this is not just an oval. If you were to find, let's say you compare apples to apples, lemons to lemons, what have you. Lemons have a negative connotation. We won't use lemons. Poor lemons. They get such a negative connotation. That implies something's wrong. So I can't talk about that. Let's talk about something beautiful and bright and juicy like a yellow diamond that is still natural in color, still a 1 carat size, still an oval cut, which makes it look bigger. But this is, if you compared a 1 carat oval that's VS with the same natural color somewhere else, their oval is going to look a lot more flat and a lot less interesting, because an oval is not what we have here. It's actually an oval brilliant cut. It means there's a series of additional faceting within the stone internally that allows the brilliance of the stone to be even stronger. So that if you're thinking, well, what difference does that make to me? When you look at this stone, as you're going to do now, check out the stone, peer through the middle. Do you see how it just looks like glitter? Just how it looks like a multitude of like micronized glitter throughout the stone. That's the beauty of a brilliant cut. Instead of counting facets, which in a normal oval you could sit there and roughly count the facets, you can't here because it's just bringing that brilliance. It's also a carat 73, so yes, 273 total weight overall, and great finishing on the inside in solid 14 karat two-tone gold. Here's most important though. What it looks like on the hand from a distance away is vital, because I've had countless 1 carat yellow diamonds in the last few years. They're never this big. You remember the mounting I do with the 1 carat cushion cut square that has been here like 18,000 times? And it's made so many times because it's popular. You keep asking us to bring it back. This is an upgrade to that one. It's an upgrade. And that's because the size of that oval, the overall size of the ring means more gold, it means more diamond weight, and it means the individual white diamonds are so large. And we have it sitting here for $99.99. Now, I know that on a Thursday night, I've been here with you for an hour, or actually rather, it's been 124 minutes. So you know what? I know $99.99 is not going to do it. And even if it did, even if you called me and said, no, that's a great deal, I'll take it. Well, but wait, I'm still committed to bring you the best value possible, not what you can get. What's the best value? What's the best value for you? That's what I need to know. I'm going to make that happen right now. We're going to put it on the auction block because why not? I got the power of just a little bit of time here. We still have Mandarin garnet studs. We still have the big Museum Reserve emerald cut for you as well. That's our Blue Wing Block D. We're going to see that's on the way. But that's all going to be more money than this if I do this right. And out of everything do you hear what I just said? I mean, that's a statement. I got Mandarin garnet earrings and tanzanites. And by the way, mandarins are rare, tanzanites are rare. Nothing can compare to the rarity of yellow diamonds right now in today's world. And the fact that this is not going to be $99.99. That's why I'm using the auction. And I'm using it to our mutual advantage, because the advantage is you get to save a bunch of money and I hopefully get to sell a piece of jewelry. That's the deal I make with you. If I go crazy low, will somebody come on in and join in the fun and take it? That's where I'm trying to get to, that irresistible level of value. And therefore, we can't just say, what did we do last night? Because I remember we were on it for like 40 minutes. And I started at like 6, so I'm going to just use that as like my springing board, right? That's my springboard jumping off point here. Because I know that we went from 5,500 to 4,500 to 4,000, then it kind of stuck there for a minute, then the $3,500. Bottom line was, on nearly the identical carat weights, we got down eventually to $3,000 and got it done. So it only makes sense. Maybe you love an oval more than a pear shape. Maybe you know that in all the recent months we haven't had any more 1 carat yellow diamonds for that price. And now we're bringing you the upgraded new mounting, and $3,000 is the auction open yet again to make sure that it disappears tonight. That's how we're going to do this. I'm just going to, and whether you were here with me last night or not, you can check it out. I had nearly the identical ring. The difference, it was a pear shape. It was 1 point larger. And yet, It took taking it all the way down. It took like $40,000 of airtime, but I got it down to $3,000. And eventually it sold. Well, now we're already there. We're at $3,000 with a $10 increment, and we'll see what happens. 60 seconds, please, to get that one started. I'll try it on again. This is still one of our newer, but also more deluxe mountings we have. And a $3,000 bid is what we're looking to just get it all started. And you've got a chance to own not just something, not just a piece of jewelry, not just a ring. I was at a very important meeting the other day on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are when my meetings are. I was at a meeting on Tuesday with a very well-known jewelry supplier and have an exciting project in the works. And I got to say that it was interesting because where I was obviously at a big flagship location of this said designer. And they have a few yellow diamonds. So, of course, couldn't help but just take a look, arriving early as I did and, just getting there and taking a look at their yellow diamonds. Well, there was a 1-carat yellow diamond, and it was in oval, and it was in a solitaire. A 4-prong setting style solitaire in a 14-carat gold band. 1 carat, oval, not brilliant cut oval. And if I get it, because not everybody's in a big city to go to the big designers where you find big yellow diamonds. I get that. So we have to let you know where these are at. And because I get it, that's my job, not yours. Your job is to sit at home and either just enjoy life, be retired, or do whatever it is that you specialize in doing. The beauty about a network like ours is it isn't just rely on you to walk into a store and figure out the world of diamonds and jewelry just by looking at pieces in a case. Hopefully, we give you a little education whether you shop here or anywhere else. At least you're going to be an informed shopper when it comes to fine jewelry, to know the difference and know what's what, and use that knowledge to be a really good jewelry shopper and to be a jewelry expert if you want to be. And that's what I think is so great about shows like ours, is that we teach you every step of the way so you are, again, a smart shopper is an educated shopper, right? That's how, and a good shopper is a smart shopper. That's really what it boils down to. And here I was in Los Angeles, California, staring at a 1-carat solitaire yellow diamond, and it was not graded. It was not. It was just a brilliant, or not actually a regular standard oval, not brilliant like ours. And it was just in a solitaire setting, no white diamonds around it. That ring was over $72,000. I kid you not. These are the kind of prices on natural yellows right now. So I love the idea that for the price of what if I went to the next door neighbor to that jewelry store and just shopped a leather handbag, guess what? The leather handbag in the window of the neighbor to that jewelry store would have been double this price for a leather bag. And I know that's crazy money. But here's the thing. This is a piece you're going to have forever. It's a piece that's in the family forever. It's a 273 diamond weight overall. That is something you're proud to wear, that you wear every day of your life, that you don't have to worry about, is it too delicate? Do I have to save it? Do I have to leave it at home on certain days? You just wear it. And wear it and enjoy it and love it and know in your heart of hearts, because everyone else is recognizing that too when they see it, know that you're wearing the premium quality that exists. You did not compromise. You did not skimp. You did not cut corners. You're wearing the best. And we don't have an open. All that said, we don't have an open because you and I are used to a different world of values, and that's okay. I just want you to be well versed in what's happening outside these walls if you're comparing apples to apples, because it's important to know. And if we don't have an open, we can move on and show you the Mandarin garnet earrings that are here, or we can do something different. I have a question. Is there anybody out there tonight that is thinking about this ring, that would honestly like to own or wear this ring? Because if that's the case, I want to know about it. Because if it's just as simple as my value is not good enough, when I know it was good enough last night for almost the same darn ring, what's happening now? Do we not love ovals? Well, usually historically it's the #1 request we get for diamond shape, because you all know it's going to look bigger, and boy does that one ever look bigger than a 1 carat. I've never had a 1 carat with that diameter until now, or rather not diameter, but this millimeter size. Rounds have a diameter. This is a width and top to bottom. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's go even lower. I'm going to try it. It's an auction. What the heck, right? Auctions, I can kind of get away with some things because I'm not in charge of the pricing. You are. I'm not. So does it help? Okay, we're going to set records here. Do we have the almanac or the TVON like Guinness book thing that's going on here? Because we're going to have to mark this moment. This value is going to be our newest, latest record setter. And it's not going to be, hold on, it's not going to be $3,000. We're going to go lower. I believe, I've got to believe that there's somebody out there tonight that wants to own this ring. And maybe if we can make it a little bit sweeter of a deal, maybe you're in. Let's take a look at it. I got to believe that. It's my belief system. Let's see what we can do here. Can we help you? Can we make it $2,900 to open instead? Because we're headed down towards records here. Even if we go back to when I first brought you a yellow diamond on this very set, 6.5 years ago is the first time we had ever had a yellow diamond in a 1 carat size. It was $6,500 for a 1 carat cushion cut square. That was 6.5 years ago, I kid you not. Tony, somewhere we've got to find that tape and run it during our show, because I think people think I'm making that up. We have a record of that. Somewhere, granted, we have to go through a lot of shows. 6.5 years of shows, it's a lot of shows to go through. But we have that. We have a video, a tape, of me up here selling a 1 carat cushion cut the very first time we ever had a yellow diamond, and it was $6,500. And now I've got a better mounting, the look of a bigger stone, and no $2,900 opening bid. Wow. Look at this on the hand again. If you've not seen this mounting, it is one of our newer ones, but it is classic. It doesn't get much more classic than the double halo and the diamonds down the sides. And if we don't have 29, I can move right along. But this is the moment to take advantage right now. Okay. Are you thinking about this one over there? Wayne, are you thinking about it? Do we have anybody else on the phone lines thinking about Tim, thinking about it? Anybody else? Nobody. Okay. Well, what can I do? No, Wayne, don't hang up. Don't hang up. Wayne, don't hang up. Hold on. Who is it? Who is it? Do you know who it is yet? We don't even have we're not even registered yet. Get them registered. Tell you what I'll do. I've got a new caller that is in the process of registering right now to try and place a bid on this ring. They've never shopped here before, but they see the value. For anybody who's going, I have shopped there before, and I have a yellow diamond, and it's amazing. Trust me, they are. They really are. Again, I fear that I do one thing to the detriment of this jewelry. I just price it too darn low. It's too low. People out there that know the jewelry world are probably thinking there's no way that could be that good. There's no way. I can't get a good diamond ring for $2,900. You can, and you will, and I can prove it to you, because everybody always has that skeptical moment before they become TVON obsessed. Ask any of our veteran shoppers, they'll tell you. Some of them waited years of watching the show every day before they made that first purchase, because they thought exactly that. They thought, it's too good to be true. Something's not right. And then finally one day they decide to take the plunge, they purchase a piece, we send it to their house, and then pretty much from there on out, it's the immediate, instant love story. It's the, oh my gosh, I never need to shop anywhere again, because that is what I'm talking about. We've got the values, we've got the quality, and not even in that order. We prioritize quality first, then figure out a way to get the value that you love. This is not even going to be $2,900. So I've got 2 new registers verifying right now. Welcome on in. You've been watching for a while or shopping for a while. You're just as eligible to come on in and be a part of this, but it's not going to be $2,900. I really need to get the open here. We have invested this kind of time at this point to where it would be irresponsible to spend this airtime and then just put it aside and for nothing. I'd really rather go even further backwards to at least get the ring home. And that's what we're doing. So come on in right now. We're going to go even lower than $2,900, and that is why this should instantly rocket to the top of the record books as far as our biggest yellow diamond value to date. Take a look at it. It's not going to be $2,900. Wayne, they better get excited about this, because we're not even doing $2,900 to open. I'm going to seriously give it my best shot here, and that means bigger savings, better value to you. And we're going to go, let's go. Let's go, $2,800 to get it started. $2,800. We're really going there. Hi, Misty. What does Misty have to say? She's got a yellow diamond from us. Oh, I know. I love this mounting too. She said, I love this mounting. I know it's newer, but it's really classic. So even though it's new, it feels very up to date, but it's also just staying in the lines of really, 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 truly classic. 28 and no open. This is insane. What have I done? Okay, I'm never going to have to, I can never sell a yellow diamond again. I won't do it anymore because obviously how am I going to compete when I got $10,000 pieces that I should rightfully be getting and now having to go this low on auction opens only to not even get the open? All right, you guys are living right tonight. Here's what I'll do. I was going to give it 60 seconds to get it started. Let's see if we can. I know we have several people verifying right now. Looks like we're on that cusp of getting the open. I sure hope we do. I sure hope this gets a home. You will love it. And remember, if you don't, it would be a very, very, I would say, remote possibility, to say the least. If you don't fall madly in love with this ring, then you send it on back. It's not a problem. You can send it back. But again, I hate saying that because that's not what you're here to do. We have no open at 28. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Nothing's going on. So here's what I'll do. There's only so low I can go, and I passed that about 18 minutes ago. So now we're going to give you an opportunity. And nobody's on the phone lines, right? Nobody? Wayne, you're not verifying anymore, not registering anymore? Okay. They didn't have an email? Really? Oh. Okay, so you need an email to register, yes? Because we need to, yeah, okay. You need an address and you need a name, and you need a credit card with a name that matches your own. That's pretty much those are, and an email, right? So that's what you need if you want to get registered. But here's why you want to get registered, or why you want to pick up the phone and dial in if you already are, is because I will blow it out for less than the auction open, and we'll just see if anybody's watching this show right now. It's going to be $2,799, and I'm selling it. And there is no other way to get $273 in diamonds for $28 or $27.99. And by the way, that would be if it was all white diamonds. If it was all little tiny itty bitty white diamonds paved in a ring, you would not get $273 for $27.99. That is what I'm willing to do for the first caller right here, right now. And with that, we'll give it a 60-second clock. There we go. Take a look. Last call. And 1 minute is on the clock. I know, that's the thing. Even if you already have one, you come in and get another one. That's the thing. Misty just said, maybe I need another. Maybe I need another. Yeah, that could be too. That's really special. So it's here, 45. So I don't know what to think about this. Even the one yesterday sold for more. Okay, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. We just got to just live with it, let 30 seconds go by, and then we'll never see it again. And oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Do we have anybody on the, nobody's on, I got nobody in front of me taking a phone call for this, and 14 seconds remaining. Wayne, do you have a family member you want to call? There's a deal happening right now. I always feel like, can I call a family member? Remember that game show where you could phone a friend and they were supposed to give you the answer to a question? Is it weird to phone a friend to tell them to buy something for you? Like, is that weird? Could I do that legally? Could I have a friend register and call and buy this on my behalf? I mean, wowza. That's impressive. $27.99, it's done. I mean, it's just, that's it. There's no competition. It's just, it's yours. It's not like 19 payments of, like, no, $27.99 one time. No, that's the truth, though. I saw a yellow diamond the other day on TV. It was a treated yellow diamond. It was whatever, irradiated, and it was like, yeah, it was like you'd be paying for it for a year. And it was payments like this for a year. For a year, you'd have to pay that amount every single month for a year to finally actually pay the thing off and own it outright. Here, it's one time. It's one. I think that's where people get confused. Like, okay, so how does $27.99 divide into 10,000? Not equally, does it? So it's just one time. Supposed to be $10,000, is now $27.99. You get $273 in incredible diamonds, including the big old brilliant cut oval in the middle that I will tell you right now, because I am a diamond lover. And I've made a career of being a diamond lover. I know, right? How easy is that? And yet, this stone looks bigger than a 1 carat. It does. It's just what ovals do. They do. Take a look at it. Tim, did you want to get that one? Anybody thinking about it? Okay, let's give it a final 30, and then I'm going to move on. We're going to get to Mandarin garnet earrings, and I don't know what we're doing there. But I know it's going to be good. You ready for Mandarin earrings? The good ones. Oh, they're new too. New design, new look, new style. What request do you have before we wrap up our show in 38 minutes? And we do have a very large aqua. By the way, I'll just point that out. Aqua, ooh, that's pretty. Look at that Sierra Santa Maria. That looks good. Paraíba, oh, we still have the Blue Wing Block D. Don't let me forget about this. Oh, what? The reserve? Yeah, we've reserved the museum reserve. Wonder who it was reserved for. Take your guess. Take your guess. Place your bets. Mandarin earrings. Next. Oh, these are so pretty. You know what they remind me of? Do you guys remember the Mandarin garnet ring that we did with the charm extending from it? Doesn't this look like that? They look like, oh, I love this design. Are those huge diamonds? What is going on? We got huge diamonds there. Huge marquise cut and rounds. This is, oh, there's any which way you want to wear it. Look how pretty that would be that way. Oh, look at that. It reminds me a little bit of the bee charm we do around our Mandarin garnet ring. Those are coming up new today. Love it. Big time earrings. All right, the yellow diamond ring. I'm going to get you the Mandarins. Let's just bring these out. These are so pretty. They're going to lean a little bit here. But that's kind of fun because they kind of work in any which direction. It's an earring with a matched pair of Mandarin garnet stones. Pear shapes, love it. And look at them. They almost look now like there's birds or eagles or something. It feels high end, doesn't it? Really high end. It's item number 112-4563. Call me on the 1 carat yellow diamond. I'll be wearing it for the rest of the night until it's not mine to wear anymore. You know what else we still have here? Because I know better than to start with a museum stone. We still have the golden tourmaline in the fancy cut that we started the show with. So, we still have that one here, that big. I think that's got to get a little recap. But this is new tonight. Mandarin garnet, 1 carat total weight of your pear-shaped stones, and no. Hey guys, in the back. Sorry, I just looked at these. Okay, I can't show these. It says there's 9 points in diamonds. No, there's not 9 points in diamonds. That's not possible. No way. Nope, that's not right. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board on that if I'm going to give you an accurate carat weight because it's not 9 points. Those are huge marquise cuts. 2 of them on each earring with rounds in between it. Andy, we're going to have to look into that. That's not 9 points in diamonds. So that would explain why they're so well priced. Because the second I saw this earring, I went, okay, that's like a $5,999 earring. Well, that's because we've got it listed as 9 points in diamonds. So I may have to save those until we get that corrected. Or I could just sell them. But then I'll be in all kinds of trouble because I know better. Okay, the Blue Wing Block D, shall we go there? Okay. I'm going to show the Blue Wing Block D until we get further word on this because that's just, yeah, we got to get proper diamond weights. Okay, here we go. I don't know. I'm going to save those for a minute. Here's what I'm going to show you. Museum, reserve, the reserve. It's 2 reserves. Because I saw this about 2 months ago and said, okay, you guys know I have a thing for an emerald cut, right? The ring I wear every day is an emerald cut. I think it's kind of pretty. It's cute. It's cute. This is item number 112-4581. Absolutely gorgeous. I know you can't really see everything yet, but boom, there it is. One of my favorite trademarks of stones is when, in Blue Wing Block D that is when the red flashes go all the way out and extend to the very, very, very edge of the stone. Like is happening right here on the left side, you see it right now. Same thing happens on the right side, you see it right there. What this is doing, because I'm just trying to move it up so you can see it directly into that light, this is a specialty 6.5 carat emerald cut stone. It's set in 14 karat gold and has 51 points in diamonds. I wanted this to have mass appeal because this stone was reserved for yours truly. And I just, obviously we're getting down to the point where we know it's going to be that moment where everybody needs their tanzanite. Everybody's not fully stocked with their complete collection yet, so we want to make sure we have these opportunities to bring you. When it came to the fact it was going to be the reserve was going to be released, they said, what should we do for the mounting? And as tempted as I was to make some huge over the top, let's put 25 carats in diamonds somehow around it, I really had to step back and think, what is going to be completely classic here? What is going to appeal to most as opposed to keep people out because maybe it's too big or it's too this or it's too that? We're going to, do we have any update on the Mandarins? 32 total. How much? 32. That sounds more like it. 9 is around. Oh, say it one more time. 9 is around. Okay. You got it. Thank you. We got updated carat weights on, and so I don't have to, I'm never mind. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we'll get back to those Mandarin garnet earrings because we have new carat weights for you. They're accurate now, so that's good. So this tanzanite, we opted to go with classic setting. Classic as can be. Halo, diamonds down the sides, done. Are we ready? I think so. Nobody's on the lines, which means maybe we're not ready. But we will be when we see this price tag come along. It is the Museum Reserve, 6.5, 51 points in diamonds. Let me try it on for you. I'll do any gold color your heart desires. But look at these red. Now it's going to really show up. The reds are going to be stronger than ever from this distance away and from this angle. Oh, look at that. It's feeling very comfortable on my hand. Has anyone picked this up yet? The yellow diamond, the magical yellow diamond there. Anybody pick that up yet? Anybody? Anybody? No? Nobody's even paying attention to me. Okay, so here we go. 6.5 carats in the blue wing block D, emerald cut, tons of the reds, and white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. You get to decide. How about we make some magic happen? Last half hour is here. Here's where we go, getting into a major moment on a major stone, no doubt about it. My love here, my beautiful love, my beautiful emerald cut that I'm so excited about, and yet it's gotta go. So we're just gonna, and forget about this auction. I tried an auction and had no luck with that a minute ago. So now I'm looking at this $99.99 price tag that then they said, auction it for $75. Nope, that's not gonna work. So instead of $7,500, we're just going to go ahead and price it at lesser of a price tag to make this happen for you. All you have to do is call me. It's not $99, it's not $7,500. It's not going to be an auction because I'm having no luck with those. And we've got those Mandarin garnets on the way, and very excited to say that I'm not going to change the price tag, which the price tag is set up for 9 points in diamonds when it's not 9 points in diamonds, and we'll talk about that next. So it's going to be a last call here on the show overall. You see we don't have a lot of time left, so let's get to it. And not $7,500 either. It's not $75, $65, $55. Wait a minute. There's a 6.5 carat stone. Am I already under $1,000 a carat? Yes, that's not normal, and yet it's happening right now. For better than even $5,000 or $4,000, it's not $39.99. This is your moment to pick up the most lavish, bright, stunning emerald cut we have left. Even the bigger stones. There's a larger emerald cut here, the 22 carats. It doesn't have nearly this much of the red flash of the neon. Does not. I know these stones really well at this point, right? We're all familiar with the blue wings. We know what to expect. We know they get better in person compared to even what they show on TV. And yet this is not $39.99. It is the classic style. And this particular halo, notice how specific it is, that it highlights the corners, the corner facets that make an emerald cut an emerald cut. It's not just about the straight up and down faceting that run north, south, and east, west. It's about those corners, which this halo has perfectly accentuated. And it's not 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. Got to move it and got to move it fast. We have the Mandarin garnet earrings coming back out to play, and they're going to be a monster value. Good thing they're at the end of the night here, because that's where we're going to have a lot of people on the phone lines missing out. So we'll show those to you next, but this is not going to be 35 or $34.99. That's a better value, but not even good enough for what we're doing tonight. Ready to kick off our very last now 28 minutes of our Thursday with maybe the biggest value yet. What a special stunner of a stone that is. And there's only one way to own it. It's happening right now. Not 34, 33, 32. Look at those reds. It's complete. Have you ever seen all of the facets light up red at one time like this is doing right now? Well, take a look at your screen. Even if you feel like, yeah, I've seen the blue wing block Ds. I know what to expect. Look what's happening with this stone. It's just like I freeze framed it here. Froze it for you in a moment in time to see what those reds do. Same thing's going to happen on the other side. Just look at that. The entirety of the faceting from left to right. All reds. The corners are doing the same thing. This is why. This caught my eye. I had it set aside. I was going to design my own ring around it. Instead, it's here right now. Giveaway price, not 32, not 31, not $3,099. It's even better. It's $2,999. One caller takes it. That's it. $29.99. One caller, make it yours. That is a huge value. And it's only going to be, for one caller alone. That is it. So take a look at what that's doing. The sheen that's coming off every single one of those step facets, it is so good. So that'll be it, $29.99. Let's see who's got it. We'll give that 60 seconds. Then the Mandarin garnet earrings are coming back out to play. Do you think we have any other requests before the night is over? We've got a few pieces here still left from the evening, like our turquoise, our blue sapphire, the ruby that had diamond, ruby and diamond heart shape, the pink copper bearing stone also here, and then my dazzling yellow tourmaline, that really fancy cut golden yellow tourmaline still here. So Mandarin garnet earrings, I have a feeling that's what y'all are waiting for, because I can't have that little snafu build up and not have y'all wait. So 30 seconds away. Let's see who's got this emerald cut. If you don't have an emerald cut, you need one. That sounds pushy, and I don't mean to be that way, but honestly, if you don't have an emerald cut, try one, because there are two things that I think emerald cuts just completely excel with, and I think it's diamonds, and I think it's blue wing block D. The two of those stones, I think, are just, they're so good no matter what. I mean, let's face it, if you get a really good diamond, or if you get a really good blue wing block D, they're gonna look fabulous no matter how they're cut, right? They look good. If you see it, it's looking good. But there's something about the emerald cutting paired up with the blue wing block Ds, the way it's showing, forget about just a little bit of red here and there, or little segments of red. It's that whole, you see it, that whole line of red that comes through at the same time. It's amazing, isn't it? So that's the one to own. Let's see who's got it. Shouldn't be here. It should not be here. We need a last call. No, I didn't know that, Pam. Are you reading that too, Jess, at the same time? Oh, I don't know. Tony just sent me something that made me chuckle, and then you're chuckling. So I didn't know if you saw it. Apparently that Pam said that Sunday is National Pink Day. National Pink Day? Okay. Like pink anything, just the color? The color gets a day? I'm all for it. Well, so you're telling me I got to rewear an outfit, Pam? Because I ain't going to do that. You know that. No, the truth is I have. But no, I didn't know that. So she says we should do all pink gems all of Sunday. No, I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if we can do all pink, but I'll keep it in mind. We'll see if we can put something together special for you. All right, let's take a look at the Mandarin garnet earrings. Here's what's fun about this. I was looking at these earrings, and obviously you saw my surprise when I read the carat weight on the back. Well, this is obviously, we've got it now. We know exactly, because there was obviously a little something. I'm going to show you when this was input into the system. And I don't make this stuff up, guys, because, you know, mistakes happen, and, you know, we're all humans. But I want to show you, oops, I showed you the price already, whoops. I just want to show you this. This is the information for the item we're about to see. It says 14 karat gold, 1 carat of pear-shaped Mandarin garnets, and then it says 0.09 CTT dub. That means carat total weight. So that's 9 points in diamonds. Well, and that's the price. So obviously, I looked at those and said, no, that's not 9 points. Now, since then, I had our inventory re-look, and they've now given us the update. It's not 9 points in diamonds, but the bag says it is. My point is that $24.99 price, which, whoops, I already showed it to you, so whoopsie, that's set up to be a price that goes with 9 points in diamonds. Your actual diamond weight, well, it's 9 points just in the, what was it, the rounds now? Now I can't even remember. Just the rounds. And then you've got another 23 points in the fabulous, big 4 marquise cuts that are there. So it's actually 32 points total weight. So 9 points, 23 points. 23 plus 9 is 32. That's closer to 1/3 of a carat in diamonds instead of 9. And you already saw the price because I ruined the surprise. Oopsies. And I was supposed to get excited because, well, you're paying for what the computer system calculated as 9 points in diamonds, as you saw on this very bag. And yet that was calculated to be the price for 9 points when you're actually getting 32 points. And it does make a difference because what they left out was the big important diamonds, which are the fabulous marquise cut VS stones still that are 23 points. Well, that means you've got stones that are over what? 5 points apiece. They're closer to 6, right? So almost 6 points apiece on those marquise cut, fancy cut white diamonds that are VS. Those are not included in here. So that's where the error happened. The $24.99 is where you're getting all those fancy marquise cuts for free. And yet it's not $24.99 because that's not what I'm doing today. And we now have 21 minutes left in the show. And have I stuck to a price yet tonight? No, I have not. So I'm not going to start now. So you're already getting the value of that. Who likes them over there? They like them. And I bet you they want to see them on. They want to see the measurement. This is a brand new design right now. We've never had this design before. There's 1,000,001 ways to wear them. And I just mean change the angle, change the look. Here's what it looks with the diamonds up top. So it almost looks like you're taking flight, right? Like there are wings up above the pear shape and it's floating. And there it is. There you can see they are just under a 1/2 inch from top to bottom, but you could wear it like this, where the pear shape faces directly up. I love that too. You could wear them at an angle where you flare them in or out, sideways, towards the face, away from the face, whatever you want to do. Play with it when you get it home because even though you think you might know what you like, it may surprise you. And maybe you want to change that up and you're not doing anything complicated to do that. You just change the direction and the way they're set in the ear. Here's what they look like from a distance away, just so you can get a size perspective on the earring itself, so you can see what that's going to look like. If you want to wear it with the diamonds pointing down, that's how it looks there, and then obviously you can switch it up. But those are some really important diamonds that are left out of the price tag of $24.99, and yes, they're still here. You're thinking about them over there, Wayne? So there's a lot to love about that $24.99 price tag. Let's go back, Tony, and take another look. Do you want a better price? Who is that? They want a better price? Who is it? Peggy wants a better price? Is anybody else loving the earrings besides Peggy? Where is she calling from? Did she just recently start shopping with us? Okay. So she's ready for a better value where you're already getting free diamonds, but they are. I get it. They're $2,500. That's a fairly pricey earring. Let's make it even better. Superstar blowout price right now, and I know we've got 19 minutes left. This is considered the latter portion of the show. It's a weeknight. Some of you probably, some people have probably left the building. So this is where you get a better value. You get a huge opportunity, and even if you're not Peggy in Texas, you can call right now and get in. You can get in right now. You got to call. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. We're still actually going to offer the gold color change. You don't even have to leave them in the yellow gold. Honestly, not much of the gold shows because you got really big diamonds and really superstar powerful mandarins. But it's going to be better than $24.99. Let's take a look at them. Not going to be $2,000. There's already, I just need you to know that $2,500 price tag is with a lot of free diamonds, and yet you've asked me to go lower, and I will. But how low? That I'm not sure yet. And if it follows suit with everything else that's happening in this last 2 hours and 41 minutes, I would be prepared by being ready to go on the phone lines because they're not even $19.99. They're going lower than that. It is already quite the value, and we're making it even better than, well, $19.99 is not going to work either, right? I think at $19.99, if you loved them there, you would have taken them at $2,500 because you know that's a value. You know it is. But we're going to take them even lower than $19, $18, $17. So much for the free diamonds that you were already getting. Now what is happening? Now it's free mandarins, free diamonds, and free labor. I think you're paying for about just the gold now. And yet this is a rare stone. Sure is. About as rare as it gets these days is the Mandarin garnet, already extinct out of the couple of sources there ever were, only discovered in 1991. So it has got its rarity. And yet it's not going to be $17.99? Do we like $16.99 or $15.99? What do you want to do? Maybe go under $1,500, really sell them low, and go $1,499 instead? We're now $1,000 off of where I rightfully should be, and I am not shy about showing it to you. There are the earrings, there's the price tag, and that's for only 9 points in diamonds. Obviously, we have since corrected that, because you can well see it's not 9 points in diamonds. We all can. And we've now got you 32 points. Obviously, you're not paying for them. That's the best part of all. When I say free diamonds, I mean free diamonds. And this really illustrates that. It is truly, literally free diamonds. It was $1,000 ago. Now it's better than 14. If we still have them here, it just means I got to go lower on the price tag, and I will. We've got 17 minutes left in the broadcast. I don't think these are going to be here much longer than 60 seconds. I would be very surprised if they last that long. Take a look. They're not even 14. Let's go lower. I mean, it's just, this is your night. Shop something tonight because the values are amazing. It won't be 14. It won't be 13. How about 12? You know $12.99 is going to get them gone, right? Has to. Not even $12.99. We need callers. Let's do it. Not 12, not 11, not $10.99. I've given away free diamonds many a times, but big marquise cuts in an earring like this, that does not happen. I'll make them $999 for the pair. Choose your gold color. Get any gold color you want. And oh my goodness, what did I just do? Well, end of a Thursday. The good news is it's a weeknight at the end of the show. Not a lot of people are witnessing this. But those that are picking up the phone. You may not have been thinking about adding a Mandarin garnet to your earring wardrobe, but now you have to seriously consider it. You have to go to the phones and grab those earrings at $9.99. That is a superstar value. And what can I say? We've now taken $1,500 off of a price that wasn't accurate to begin with because it didn't include all the diamond weight. It left out all the big important ones. Yeah, it got the little 9-pointers in there. It got the 9 points of the round, the little ones. It left out all those big marquise cuts. So you know it's a value. And again, many ways to wear them. Rotate it. It's a post and butterfly backing. The post is in the middle. So it's completely full piercing coverage, rotates easily. So you're going to decide, do you like them straight down like this? Do you like the diamonds at the base like this? How do you want to wear them, or just put them at an angle like that? That would actually be really cool as well. Or you can mix and match them and maybe make one direction and one another like I just did here. I mean, why not? They're your earrings that you own for under $1,000 to get really, really rare Mandarin garnets and important diamonds to boot. And diamonds that, boy, I should have led this show had I known about this. I would have said, free diamonds tonight. That's why you stay with us. Free diamonds. And they're right there. Free diamonds. Who knew? Did you ever think such a thing was possible? Free diamonds. It's going on right now. Free diamonds. Big ones. Fancy cuts. 4 of them. And we love that. That's great. Love this idea that you're, obviously a little error on our part is giving you this huge advantage, and then an intentional error, if you will, on my part to reduce them another $1,500 lower than they should have been. But all that aside, it's really not even the diamonds that are the most important part of the equation. The most important part in the rarity is in the Mandarin garnets. It's not the diamonds. There are very important diamonds around it and beside it, and however you orient them, top or bottom or next to it. That's not the big deal here. The big headline, that's the Mandarin garnet pear shapes match that you're getting right there. That's the difference maker. How should we wrap up the show? Anybody want to see anything in particular? I'll shout out Jan one more time. Jan, if you're out there, let me know. We've got a Congolese tourmaline that apparently you wanted to see. It's a beautiful Congolese in the Asher cut. So if you're out there, Jan, let me know so we can show that to you. I'm going to recap that tourmaline. I really think that needs to go. It's just such a highlight, quite literally. It is the highlight. You've heard of the human highlight. This is the gem highlight. This is the gemstone highlight. And I'll show it one more time in case you missed it, because I did put it up, at the very beginning of the show. So we'll recap that. Thank you. So here's what we're going to do. Mandarin garnets, let me know who's taking them. Here's the, you might have missed it stone. See, it's a highlight. Okay, it's a lot of highlights. That's happening. And no matter if I darken the light like I just did, watch, there's the darkness. Doesn't matter. Watch this stone whip around and watch the magnificent, that's without light. So if you think this is only doing this because of the lights of TV, let me do this. There's another light blocked. Watch when this stone comes around. Still bright. What if I block all the light? Still bright. It looks like, you know what that looks like right there when I literally darken the studio as best I can. Do you know what that looks like? You know when you go to a concert or a stadium and they take all the lights go out, like they're doing a big moment, and then everyone puts their cell phone flashlights in the air? What? Who should own this ring, Jess? Oh, somebody by the name of Star. I thought you were going to say me, because I like sparkle. You know I'm sparkle obsessed. Do you remember when I did all my car emblems in Swarovski crystals? Do you remember that car? Tony, do you remember that car? The emblems were worth more than the car. It was my beater car. What could I say? It was my daily driver, so I had to dress it up a little. So I did all the emblems, and that was the steering wheel and the wheels and the and all the big emblems on the trunk and the hood. Yeah. Star should buy it. Should we just set it aside for Star? Should we call her? Is it too late? Okay. So anybody who likes, it does look like a bunch of stars. It really does. It really does. So anyway, now Jess, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be selling it now. It's just, it might be too wild for some, but see, the wilder the better. For me. And if you're in that camp, then please consider this ring. 13 carats 19 and a 46-point diamond weight. And it looks truly, it really does. It looks like, it's magical. It's just magical. It feels like a magic trick all happening, and yet there's nothing required special to make this happen. That was my point of blocking all the lights I could. It's a huge tourmaline. I say it looks bigger on the hand than what it weighs. Watch this. I'll prove it to you. Look at this stone from a distance. See, still, now it's even more lively. It's doing even more now. Oh, yes, you got it, Pam. She says, no. She goes, I'm not crazy. I wasn't saying all pink gems. She says, just give them extra love. Okay. I will give the pink stones extra love on Sunday. I will. What's happening this Sunday? There's been a whole, last week was Father's Day. What's happening this Sunday? Is it the last Sunday of June? No, not quite. No, we still have another one. I mean, I don't, but you guys do. I mean, that sounded morbid. No, I mean, I won't be here. The wedding. All right, so let's talk about this. I know I'm going to miss a weekend with you guys. Not this weekend, but the next weekend. I know it's crazy. So it must be important, right? It must be, because I don't miss weekends. But here we are with the 13 karat, 19 championship cut, 46 points in diamonds. Yes. Sure will. Sure will. We're not gonna have this tourmaline show up our yellow diamond, are we? Because it kind of feels like this could show up a yellow diamond, doesn't it? Because I'm sorry, but yellow diamonds can't do this. This is in the fancy cutting, championship concave. I'm blowing it out. It's $29.99. You can have any gold you want. Right now, it's in the white gold. You can change that. Tim, any questions? Yes, I will. Pear-shaped Congo, and then we'll recap and flash because they probably want to see how does a yellow diamond compare to this yellow tourmaline. I will show you that right here, right now, and you can see this was the yellow diamond we had earlier. Just for reference point, there's different colors of yellow slightly. Obviously, this is really two striking stones here because you have the brilliant cut of the oval. This is championship cutting. This is brilliant cutting. That's our 1 carat oval yellow diamond we had earlier with the carat 73 in the white diamonds around it and a fairly new mounting. I'm going to show you the pear-shaped Congolese we flashed earlier as well. You will see that. And then, of course, what do we do? $27.99. So these are almost the same price, too. It's $29.99 for the left side and $27.99 for the right side. I'm going to show you the pear-shaped Congolese coming up next. We'll do that for Tim's collar. Tim, are they still on the line for the Congolese? Oh, great. So have them stay right there because I don't want them to miss it. We're in the last few minutes here. We've got about 6.5 minutes or so, so not a lot of time. Want to make sure we hook you up with all the deals you need. And if anybody's taking this tourmaline, whoo, look at that. Isn't that great? I still see what the yellow diamond is sparkling and brilliant too, but it can't quite do what the tourmaline is doing. And obviously I don't have a 13 karat yellow diamond either. So the size is where, yes. Oval aqua, we'll be sure and show that to you. We got some requests for the end of the night. You got it. Love it. We'll get to them all. So that's $27.99. This is $29.99. Here comes your caller, Tim. Want to see the Congolese green blue? I would say green blue because it's a little more 60-40 green to blue. 112-4216 is your item number, and that is a 461 Congolese. Now they added princess cuts, tapered baguettes, and round brilliant diamonds. So I got to put it all together for you because we got 73 points in princess cuts. Wowza, they're the huge ones. You see them right here? They basically are here, 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 and here. And then you have round brilliants, and then you have tapered baguettes. And the round brilliants are set up so they look like trillions. My goodness. So it starts with 73 points in the princess cuts. Then it's got 56 points in the tapered baguettes. Then you're getting another 26 points in the rounds. That's a grand total of a carat 55. Total weight in white diamonds, in the white gold, stays in the white gold, Tim. And that one's going to be, oh gosh, end of the show is here, so we got to make this really quick and easy. Help you out, carat 55, and I want to show it on the hand so you can see what it looks like from a distance away. Oh, this ring is everything. Now, it is going to stay in the white gold. That has a lot to do with the big diamonds you have set around it. And again, never have we used such large princess cuts, and they're basically, it alternates. It goes princess cut, tapered baguettes, rounds, and then that kind of pattern is going to go all the way around to create that halo. Here's another way to look at your pear shape, and we're down to 6 minutes. So here's another way to do the pear shape and wear it on the hand. And you know what, Tim? It's got a $17,999. It's why I avoided it in the first place, but we're actually doing better than that for you. I'll tell you what. Oh, thanks so much. Hi, Jamie. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Oh, good. Watching from Idaho. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. And safe travels to you on your way back to Texas. And I'm doing just well. Just dandy. Great. Fabulous. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. $79.99, Tim. If they don't like that price either, blow it out right now. $34.99 for a carat 55. And then we're going to show you, Wayne, we're going to show you that big oval aqua as well that I know I flashed, that really supremely bright saturated aquamarine. Got that one coming up for you as well. But there you go. There's the Congolese green to blue, $34.99 from $18,000. That's quite a departure on that price tag. So love that we're discounting all the way till the end. Of course, we have 5 minutes left. Let's show 112-4595, which is the Sierra Santa Maria oval that you see here. Isn't that a pretty mounting? Not a ton of diamonds, but really just giving it the wider band of gold, a lot of detail as well. You see the mill grain, you see the fabulous details of the diamonds. The stone itself is a 302. So you have that incredible stone in the center alone, and then, that's great color. Is this one 9 points of diamonds for real? It probably is this time. I'm kidding. It's just now I panic a little when I see 9 points. Like, wait, because it does kind of look more, doesn't it? 9 points, we'll go with it. 9 points in diamonds on this one. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. There's some pave. You see the mill grain around it. It really creates that triple leaf design within the split of the shank there. And that's going to be, well, you know what? We'll make this easy here, Wayne. It's supposed to be $39.99. We'll head on to a much better price here for the very end of the show. We're now down to 4 minutes left. So again, requests and recaps. Need to tell us what you'd like to see here before we wrap up and run out of time, because we're really close to the very, very end of the show here. And then again, only online tomorrow. Don't see you on TV back until Saturday morning. So it's really critical to get those last minute requests in. And here's what we'll do. Jess, I'm still shocked the yellow tourmaline is here. I'm shocked. I am truly shocked. Somehow that yellow tourmaline has made it this far. Let's go ahead and blow this out. $14.99 for the aqua, and then I'll try it on for you as well, so we can see what that's all about. But only $14.99 for a 3 carat. That's the thing. That's a price tag we normally see on under 1 carat stones. This is not a small stone, and look at the color from a distance. You can go far, far, far away, and you're still going to get nothing but the dynamic, rich, think about bright, bright sky blue. Like, you know those bright blue skies when you've got the most perfect day. It's summertime. Did I not even mention that? Today's the first day of summer, right? Haven't even talked about that. My goodness, first day of summer is here. Didn't even acknowledge one of Mother Nature's big days. Didn't even talk about it, but happy summer, everybody. This is $14.99, so that bright blue sky kind of color where it's not dusty or dull. It's not a light pastel. It's got pop to it. It really does. It is crazy saturation, and we're down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and boy, is that big. And that's why it looks so good in that wider setting style with the cutout details, is it has that nice larger width, so it makes the whole ring more pronounced. I contend it makes that stone look even bigger, which it already has a nice big millimeter size to it, but it looks bigger when you set it in a wider band like this is. So $14.99 if you'd like it, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. We have our last 2 minutes in the show. You still can call me on the yellow tourmaline in that fancy cut, and I hope you will, because it is spectacular in every way. So I really hope you'll give me a call on that one. Oh, you know what? I have a quick yellow diamond necklace I could splice in here. We have a 55-point overall diamond weight on a yellow diamond necklace. Look how pretty this is. I'll start with it on the hand. It's got a chain included, comes with diamonds. Take a look at this. We'll kind of pop this in. Oh my, bright, vivid yellows for sure. That's going to be 112-4467 and a 33-point yellow diamond weight with another 22 points in the white diamonds, and then you get a diamond chain with 2 bezel set diamonds, adjustable lobster claw closure, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. And I'll show it to you on the neckline, and we'll give you great value as we are on our way out of Thursday night. There it is from a distance away. Love that little squared off, cut out detail on the top portion. Of course, even white diamonds in the bail. Let's go up close and take a look at it there. I think our aqua at this moment is still here. I want to show you this piece close up. Again, 33 and 22 tone. So 33 on the yellow, 22 in the white. 55 points is the total weight, stays as is. Finished on the inside, even though it's cut out and open in the middle, it's still finished. And we have 1 minute left. So let's make this, you know what, before we go, it's got a $23.99 price tag. I'll make it $9.99 first caller. Shop and treat yourself to whatever it is you're thinking about. We still have the 6.5 carat tanzanite. We still have the, check on the yellow diamond and see if that's still here. Yes. You're taking the Evil Eye from earlier. Congrats on that one. Evil Eye from earlier sold. And the blue sapphire and diamond. This is $9.99. We have 40 seconds remaining in the show. Remember, join Joyce tomorrow online. She's online from 5 p.m. Pacific time to 8 p.m. Pacific time. So you got to join her, TVON.com, Facebook, or YouTube. And then we'll be online and all across the nation on TV on Saturday and Sunday at 10, which is when I'll see you next. So big, big, big weekend ahead. Celebrate with us Friday night with Joyce, and of course Saturday and Sunday in the morning as well, or afternoon, depending on where you are. So thanks again for joining me tonight on this Thursday. Hope you had a great time. I know I had a great time with you guys, and again, looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Thanks and so much, and please call us if you have any questions. We'll be here answering phone calls after we go off the air, but for all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night, a great Friday. I'll see you Saturday. Thank you.